Pardon, sir. I think Ag is broken.
Now,
Yep. Kebbers, you there? You're muted if you're not.
and silenced. He couldn't hear you even if he was there.
Oh, this is true. So I created a group token just so that it'd be easier than everybody trying to move their little token around a map.
I see that. Did you ever hear from anybody else? Hey, it's Kit.
I'm here.
Yep.
Hello, gang.
Sorry about last week. My sister's gallbladder decided to explode, so that was pretty fun.
It sucks.
Yeah, I was stuck in the hospital all day. It was very, very terrible. Very fun. Very terribly fun. Why does your body make something to explode?
All right, I will be on camera and non-push to talk here shortly. I'm just finishing dinner that got here a little late. Okay, so to catch up on last week, Cree, Gale, and Tast all woke up early while the group was sleeping and headed out to just get some information. They wandered to the Blade Bazaar first, looking for some breakfast and just to check things out there. Tast brought some tasty biscuit,
We were not looking for breakfast.
and in the meantime of while that was happening, all of a sudden they hear a loud crash and a stone giant comes barreling through the gate to the south with two heads. It definitely looked kind of frightened and crazed. Task, thinking that maybe it was just hungry, stood in front of it and offered it a biscuit. The giant decided that it didn't like that and proceeded to throw a Durgar through the air that landed dead at their feet. With the party's help and some Durgar guards that were in the area, they were able to bring down the giant without killing him, which was good considering that there was another giant shortly after that basically thanked them and offered them to come visit in their part of the city, which is actually below the furrow where you guys are not allowed to go. You just have to give your name to the people at the thing, and they'll let you guys down. Also, you found out that, or actually, the biscuits were initially bought because you guys were getting tailed by two guards, Rosewood and Taggart, the two Durgar guards that were following you.
We were originally looking for the dragon.
Roseguard?
Rosewood and Taggart.
Rosewood. Is that Sergeant Taggart?
Yes.
Ah, yes! Wait, I don't remember Rosewood, though. Who was that?
Billy. His partner, the tall, skinny guy.
The tall, skinny
Beverly
guy?
Hills Cop, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do fell for the banana and tailbite.
Actually, I thought it was Police Academy. I feel like there was a Taggart in Police Academy.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there might have been, actually.
Wasn't that the villain cop's bro? His little wussy assistant.
Could be.
Yeah, that one I don't remember as much as I do Beverly Hills Cop.
Actually, I think it was it could have been the military guy. You know, the guy who was like
Super gung ho. That's the one that first came to mind.
No, that was Tackleberry. Okay, never mind. Let's go. Sorry for.
Hey, I'm enjoying this little wormhole. You know.
That's funny though. I'm glad I picked it up. All right, two guards.
Yep. So you made two friends in Rosewood and Taggart that were following you around. you came to the conclusion that some Durgar have the ability to turn invisible at will.
Right.
And let's see. Eventually, after that encounter and continuing to move along the Dark Lake, you heard some rumbling that you initially had heard, thinking that it was the dragon. You actually find that the dragon did come by. You weren't able to get close to him, but one of his keepers came up after seeing the dragon had some interest in you, and invited you to see the down to the dragon tonight.
That's right. The dragon's name being
Thembershad.
Thembershad.
And then we noticed that the keeper of the dragon had a book titled "How to Serve Man."
Sorry about that. Okay, let's see. I believe that's all I had for my notes.
So we don't have character token on here at all.
No, it's just a out of Abyss group I have you for right now. Unless you guys are really going to split, because I changed it to this map where it has links, because this is all the
that's
places.
fine. It's just I can't roll in here in Foundry now. That's all.
You guys are all owners of this token.
Mhm.
So it still won't let you roll in.
It won't have my name, no. Which is fine. Just means I have to tell you what I roll. So.
Well, I'll be able to see it in the log on D&D Beyond.
Plus, if anything, we can just guess. 90% of the time, it's going to be a 1.
That is valid.
Work for me.
Yep, I see Gale in the log under when I'm looking at Cree's sheet.
Yeah, that's what it says in the chat log.
Okay, so you just had the invitation from them. You can the three of you, since you are there. Kit, you are probably just now waking up in the lair in the inn and noticing that 3 of your party's gone.
How long until our meeting with Thembershad?
I'd say probably quite a few hours. I mean, it's still pretty. You guys got up pretty early morning, so and you've only been out for a little while. I mean, you had the giant encounter. You really didn't stop to do anything else other than make it over to that side when you got the ping from the giant that it was kind of that way.
Do you know if there's a range on a conjure animal? Like after you conjure it? I've never thought about that before. There's gotta be, right?
I would imagine.
damn it. There's no animals in the Underdark. Ah!
It isn't clear.
Yeah, I mean it says 60 feet, but I'm thinking that's just where you can cast them
Yeah.
up to. You know, you could have them appear and whatever within that space.
Okay. Well, it's going to be up to DM's discretion at this point. The idea is, well, I mean, I'm going to conjure something and have it meet Katara. And who else? Was it Jimmy's character was there too?
Yeah, Xandros is still asleep.
Like they've been, running away from slavers for days or something. Jeez.
I'm checking to see if there's anything.
You know, I kind of wanted it to work like like Ev wants it to work, but I really think the range is 60 feet. It says range / area.
Yeah, but they become their own separate thing after you conjure them. They don't have to stay within that 60 feet.
Yeah. Drops to 0
I see.
or when the spell ends. So as long as I don't lose concentration, I think I'll be alright.
Okay, so from now on, every night,
Huh?
I'm gonna play a druid and really piss off a DM one time. Every night, if I have any 3rd level spells left, I'm just gonna conjure animals and just send them out. Oh no, it's concentration, so it ends.
Yeah.
Damn it.
There is one built-in failsafe.
Yeah, so it lasts for an hour. Yeah, I guess. I mean, the only thing would be is that you can't talk through it. It's an actual fey creature. It has no voice.
Right. Okay.
So, I mean, if you're trying to get them to come to you,
Write a note, pin it on its chest.
I mean that would work.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the weirdest idea in the world, right?
No?
Pretty
I
common.
mean,
Let's be
The only-
honest, it's not like we're that far, and not sure what else we have to do because we were looking for the dragon, and now we gotta wait to talk to it.
so yeah, I mean, you could
We're
do
right
that.
We're right outside Shattered Spire Inn.
You guys are actually west of Shatterspire Inn.
All right.
Oh yeah, I guess we can go to the inn. and talk
Yeah, I
to
mean,
the
at the same time, what are the odds that something's going to happen, as we walk back? And that's when they're all murdered.
I would say at this point in time, it's maybe like 8 or 9, or probably 9 in the morning, because you guys got up at like 7 and headed out pretty early.
And you wanted to see us at night.
Yeah, the dragon wants to see you later this evening.
So there's plenty of time to go back. Okay.
Yep.
I think we'll just do that. Or I will. You guys can do whatever you like. I'll go get Kit.
How do you know she's up?
I'll make her get up.
Fair enough.
She's not gonna have a choice.
So you guys are gonna. Do you want to run back and grab Kit,
Yeah, I will.
and then you guys want to head to
I'll
the
hang out at the
inn
spire if you want.
or the Shadowspire? Yeah.
I'm out here because of you, dude. So I mean, unless Task has something he wants to do.
No, we were looking for the dragon for him. The only other outstanding thing was, whatever's going on with Disappearing Boy.
Yeah, so if you guys wanted to chill and hang out maybe in the bazaar while he goes to grab Kit, that way you can see if you see something there, or
You guys want to work on finding what's his name?
Oh, Shadakar or Shaddy or whatever his name is.
Oh,
Droki.
Yeah, Jerky, something small like that.
Yeah, that's what Tash was just talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys work on that. See if you can find a lead, and I'll go grab Kit, bring her back here, and we'll meet at the Shattered Spire.
Well, we'll be in the bazaar.
Yeah, you
Okay.
have to pass by the bazaar on the way, so.
Okay.
Which is basically back by the inn. All right, so Gail, you can go into the inn to get Kit, and we'll do that first.
Are you waiting for me to just do whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's up to you. I'll let
go,
you do play this out, so I'm
I'll
not gonna
go
say.
and I'll go like slam on her door, like rudely. Hey, Katara, it's me, Gail.
I was AFK for a second.
I'm knocking on your door.
I'm back. Alright. I will get up. Yes?
We're gonna meet a dragon tonight. Exciting, yes?
Mm.
Are you sleepy?
Mhm.
You want me to throw some water on your face? I throw some water on her face.
Why are you like this?
Come on! We got to go! Where's
Okay.
Andros? You know where he is?
Okay. No.
Well, maybe we'll
What?
let him sleep, huh?
Why? Why? I'll proceed to
Kid.
go.
Dragon!
Food.
You hungry? The boys are at the bazaar. Why don't we meet them there? You could buy something cool.
Mhm.
You could eat something that, you might not vomit. Me too. It would be new.
Mhm. Not all of us put everything in our mouths like children.
Don't judge me, sister.
I didn't write this down, but didn't you try to eat something last week too?
Me?
Yes,
week?
he did.
What did I try to eat last
God,
week?
fuck. If you killed it, he tried to eat it.
I
I'm
don't
trying to
think
remember
so.
what it was.
I think I skipped a week on eating something.
Didn't we eat them biscuits last week?
I'm not gonna throw out biscuits.
I thought you coughed up some like black.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
ichor-
He has grackle lung. He has grackle lung.
Yeah.
Grackle lung.
Oh,
Okay.
speaking
Yeah,
of
that's
which,
okay. That's
not
different. Yep.
Is that still ongoing?
yeah, I mean that was just 2 hours ago, dude. But
Yeah,
speaking of that, Kit, give me a. Where is it at? Probably should bookmark that. I can't remember what the check is.
Medicine?
Give me a.
For survival.
Hold on. No, I think it's a Constitution check.
I would think so.
What the fuck did you get me Constitution check for, Govers? What did you do?
I coughed some black in front of her.
Yeah, give me
You
a
coughed
Constitution
on
saving
me?
throw.
You motherfucker!
Hold on your shoe.
Look at all these people in the Underdark not wearing their damn mask.
I got the COVID black.
Fine. Oh my god.
We got to get out of here. I need your help. We need to
Does an 18 make whatever the fuck he puked out?
Oh no.
An 18 does make it.
We have to do this once a day.
You're hurting me.
Yeah, because we're down here and it's a forge. There's black smoke everywhere.
Oh, I thought it was fucking Sir Pukes-a-lot over there. Did this shit.
Oh, that was surprising.
Okay.
This time it's not him.
I got the black. I got the black lung
Please.
paw.
Well, I figured he puked on me. I was like, what? You puked on my shoe? Now I have to make a Constitution check? You little asshole.
I'm sorry. I can't help it.
Can't help me.
And you have your mark of exhaustion, right, Gav? Did you put that on there?
How do you do that?
And your conditions, right underneath your hit points.
It's basically disadvantage on anything you're trying to roll.
Underneath your hit points.
Click where it says conditions,
Oh. Okay.
and then scroll down to the bottom. You can where it says exhaustion. You'll hit 1.
Got it. Nice. I never did that. Cool.
Welcome
it's
to
gonna make life
exhaustion.
for me?
Disadvantage on ability checks.
Well,
Burrow.
For level 1.
Yeah.
alright.
Yeah, you can get up to 3 without really being scared of dying.
Well, the second one is no fun, I remember.
Second one is half speed. You can still travel at half speed. I'm just saying that
I thought it was like disadvantage on attacks.
that's 3 disadvantage on attacks
Oh.
and saving throws.
Yeah, 3 sucks.
Yeah.
I remember some of my group got into 2 and 3 when we had to like run away from something. It was awful.
And that would suck. But
Yeah.
not as bad as 4 when your hit points are half.
Or 6 when you're dead.
5 when your speed reduced to 0. I'm standing here, just come get me.
Carry my floppy corpse somewhere, please.
Carry me.
Because in a couple seconds I will be dead. It's fine.
The ultimate, just call that Forsyth exhaustion. Though.
So one thing that you guys noticed when Taston and Kree stayed in the bazaar and Gale ran on to the lair, Rosewood and Taggart split. Rosewood stayed with you guys, keeping an eye on you in the bazaar, just their distance, and Taggart kind of like followed loosely behind.
Does it look like Rosewood's talking to anyone in the bazaar?
Oh no, he's clearly just watching you from a distance.
No, I know that, but is he like, mouthing something to maybe an individual that we can't see, or
Make a perception check.
fuck no?
Not that you can tell. Alrighty. So you, Gail, you come back with Kit in tow.
Reluctantly. She's rolling her eyes on the way there.
Grumbling
I've
about.
just come to the conclusion that you're a child and you shove everything in your mouth.
We're lucky she's not just spending all her time coughing up on the way there.
Mhm.
Probably trying to dodge whatever you're popping up.
Fucking all the time. Did we kill it? Shove it in my mouth. All right. That's happening. I just pluck out eyeballs.
Uh-huh.
And teeth.
Hey,
Eyeballs
teeth
are
are
good.
useful, and eyeballs can be useful, and skin can be useful, and hair can be useful. Just saying.
Again? I didn't see it.
Mhm.
I
How do you make
prefer
leather?
Leather.
swords
How do you
and
make leather?
axes.
Yeah, see? Bones are used for weapons sometimes, you know? At least I'm not shoving it in my mouth hole.
To be fair, at least half of the time he's put things in his mouth, he was a tiger, so like I don't really think that's
Okay.
atypical.
Look, ma'am,
I
I
think
am
that's just a him thing.
a culinarian connoisseur, okay?
You culinarily
He's a
connoisseur
foodie.
everything.
He's a foodie.
Everything is a food.
Underdog not so good on the menu.
Technically, everything is a food, so.
Depending on where you're at in the food chain.
You know?
But I will discover
And,
the ultimate meal of the Underdark. I
and
promise
isn't
you
it
this.
cannibalism is only human, so I think he's okay.
Are you
Eat
telling
another
me?
cat, that's fine.
Are you accusing me of eating cat?
Look, if one of us dies, we'll find out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if one of them dies, it goes in his mouth. So
Plus,
guys-
like, I don't think we're giving him enough credit for not eating the fire beetles.
Oh. I thought he showed
Right.
great
yeah,
restraint.
I'm still pretty sure he shoved one in his mouth.
I mean, I may have licked it.
Talking about those, I need to go check on those.
I would never.
I need to go check on those and make sure they're still alive.
So you're gonna go do that now instead of going to the spire?
Too late, she's already on her way to the bazaar.
Yeah, because I'm afraid that he's gonna like jump on me and be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I'll be like, "God damn it, what are you doing?"
He'll just be that little Navi voice. Hey,
Hey,
Hey.
what's this? Hey, what's that? Why is it purple? Why is it orange?
Hey, listen.
We're
exactly.
going this way. Okay, what are we doing at the spires?
We're
You were
at the-
heading to, you're heading to the bazaar to meet up with Tast and Kree. And then the talk was to go to the Shadow Spire because that's where you were told if you needed information that you could head to there.
Meanwhile, Tass is trying to make friends at the bazaar.
Handing out biscuits again?
Well, I still have
Um,
some biscuits, but
Aren't we supposed to be looking for somebody?
well, yeah, that's why I'm
Right,
trying to make
okay,
friends.
So yeah, so Kree and Tast, give me perception checks, please.
Well, since he's making friends, I'll let him have.
Oh, natural 20.
Okay.
Oh my god, those biscuits.
Those biscuits are the best. For
Biscuits are the
a
bomb.
25 total. Natural 20,
25.
25.
Together.
All right. Let me.
They're made with love.
I wanted that for my charisma roll to make friends.
What the hell?
I don't even know what my charisma
So,
is. Oh, my
it sounds like
charisma.
you're going to see him while making friends.
The good news is I definitely don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
They will.
Where am I at? Run. There we go.
Want to make friends with the oldest, saltiest dock worker that the Durgar have to offer.
You might make more than friends.
There he is. Let me see. Here, okay.
Look, if Droki shows up with a fake mustache on, I'm gonna lose my shit. We can see you.
Glasses.
Okay, so out of the corner of your eye, Tass, as you're going up to a vendor, and you're talking to him, you see a flash of the description that you were, because you didn't see him the night before, right?
Correct.
So yeah, so what everybody, like, you could have swore that you saw it. You turn and you don't see it where you saw it. You just saw the flash out of the corner of your eye. And he was here. Let me do this. We'll say for this purposes. Let me get rid of some shit. You have Roseward and Taggart hanging out. You're
Well,
over here.
One of them's not there.
Okay, yeah. So they'll be coming back. So you're over here trying to make friends. Creed. Oh, Gail's not here either.
I just
Creed,
said I
where are
wanted
you
to
hanging
make
out?
friends.
Oh, I'm gonna be with Taz.
Okay. So you're with him, and then let me see here. Boom. You go to NPCs? No, I did not go to NPCs. Monsters, humanoid. There he is. We will say that you saw Droki over this way, and then he darted behind the tent.
Hmm. I shall immediately head in that direction in such a manner that it would make Statler and Waldorf suspicious.
Who?
Rosewood and Taggart, but I don't respect them.
Okay.
War in charge. Through a bizarre tent.
Yeah, I'll go with him.
I mean,
Okay.
it's not like they're gonna lose sight of me. I'm a minotaur in a world of small people.
So are you walking, like doing your regular movement, or are you walking and dashing?
Regular movement.
Hastily moving?
Fast
Not
walking.
use. I wouldn't call it using an action to move faster than walking.
Okay, so
Well,
you're gonna
okay,
walk.
so you mean you're gonna like put your legs from one end to the other end, and you're gonna walk still faster than half the people in this place?
Yeah.
All right, so you get over to these, and you get over to these tents. You pass through them. You kind of go, because there's a line of them. It's not like a simple little path. Cree, you're slightly behind. Yeah, you're about 10 feet behind.
Well, I can
And
use an action to keep up with him since he's not using an action to try to get ahead.
yep. So if you want to do that, you can do that. But when you get by, Droki's gone. I mean, he's up there, but you don't see him. But you knew he headed that way.
Hmm.
Headed where, north?
So we know they can turn invisible. Can we track their like?
Droki's not a Durgar. He's a Dare.
He might
But-
still be invisible.
You lost sight of him when he passed through the tents and the stuff that was set up on that side.
What's the difference between the two? They're all short people, right?
The other one, they're like black elves, basically.
Whoa.
No, they're like halfling elves, dark elves, I guess.
Well, Durgar are what they're called,
They're
the Grey
dwarves.
Dwarves. Darrow are.
This said black elves.
There are small humanoids that have blue-gray skin. They usually have wild or straight hair that is white or yellow in color. They're uniformly pale white eyes, lack both irises and pupils, but sometimes are tinged with yellow as they age. Yeah, so they're just an offshoot. They're dwarf-like humanoids, but think of almost, you know what? Probably the best thing is they're probably like Underdark versions of like halfling.
That's what I said.
I hate to say that.
Kit, did you play Skyrim?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, just a little bit. There was that snowy town, and the Dark Elves were like the minorities there. They were like, they tried to overcome and they lost. So they had this little like city on the side. It was like, the ghetto. That's basically the the relationship between the dwarves and the Darrow. That's just, they're minorities. The dwarves are suspicious of them, worried about them rising again. That type of scenario. But they're also citizens. They're just lower citizens.
All right.
Okay.
Tess, go ahead and give me
Ooh.
another perception check.
I know what I'm going to do. I am going to use magic awareness.
Okay.
As an action, you can open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover. When you sense a spell, you learn the school of magic it belongs to.
Okay. So.
Bam! Let's see your invisible ass now, bitch.
He's not invisible.
Oh, well.
What
These
is
things
north
happen.
of us? Or north of the bazaar or market or whatever it's called.
I mean, let's see here.
Yeah, what direction? Did he see the direction he took off?
No, because as soon as he passed through the tents, he didn't see him. But what I was about to say when he was doing that, I was going to have him give me another perception check.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still want that?
Yeah.
16 for a 21.
Not bad.
Hear some hushed tones probably coming from behind you, but you haven't seen anything. Like when you go to turn, like you can hear the talking, but you haven't seen anything. And even with your magical awareness up, it's not, you don't see anything invisible there. So basically the bazaar, kind of like, you guys ever been to a flea market where those are like rows and rows of tables, and then there might be like one bigger area? Imagine that. So like the map that you're seeing here is like the bigger area, but behind this you have some rows and rows of like little vendors. It's like a little mini town within the town kind of deal. So I would say that you hear something probably coming from about down here.
I guess we're going that direction I guess we're going to slowly go in that direction. And try and use the tents to our advantage this time.
Be a little sneaky about it.
Okay, give me stealth checks, you two.
Okay.
15.
You trip over something and make this loud banging noise. Just kidding.
That sounds about
Now, so Taz, you're looking, and all of a sudden Kree's gone. You do not see him. And when you do this, you totally bump into the support pole of one of the tents. that's right there. And
Wait a minute, what did he roll?
Yeah, what did
rolled
he?
I rolled a
rolled
15.
15.
Oh, okay.
And it doesn't like fall over, but it just makes this loud boom. And you kind of see like the people that like, cause you're into the back, you hit like the back of their tent. You see this person come around and like, what are you doing?
Hey, took the attention off Gray. Very least.
Yeah, the guard won't even see me.
Now you did notice that Rosewood, he had kind of, Cree, you see this because like you're not distracted by the whole like banging into thing because you're just keeping an eye out. You do see Rosewood down this way.
Oh, well, good. Since he's down there, he can help us catch this dude. If the dude's down there, he's the guard. If not, we turn the guard in. We'll still get paid either way.
At this point in time, I would say that Gale and Kit, you guys, let me get you, Kit. Let me get you on the board.
Show up just in time to see us getting arrested.
So you guys are over here now, and you hear some commotion. Well, give me perception checks.
24.
21. Wait, what the fuck is that? It's doing that thing again.
What do you mean?
Where the dice doesn't match the result. Try
'Cause
it.
you,
I don't know. On mine, it says pick out 21, you got 6.
Alright, well, I rolled again and it still didn't really matter, so.
What was the first item?
It was, let's see, what is my perception? Plus 5. So it must have been like 15 or so. It's like I added it in my head after I saw it, but forget it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's me or the program, but let's just let's continue. I'll keep an eye on it.
okay, yeah, just let me know. All right, so yeah, so Kit, you would hear the commotion coming over here from the west side of stuff. You do not see Cree, you do not see Tast, but you hear some commotion that's coming over from this side of the bazaar. And then you did also notice while you were walking over, and Gail, you might have pointed him out, but Taggart was kind of tailing behind you guys this time.
His buddy's missing though.
Yep.
Okay, I'll start to walk over there where I saw the commotion.
Okay.
Did you hear something?
Are you coming?
What'd you what? Okay.
So, this vendor's asked you what you're doing knocking into his tent.
Tass will offer a low grunt and say, I'm looking for a thief. Knowing full well in the back of his head that the dwarf is about to tell him the same thing.
A thief? Says the person that's trying to break into the back of my tent?
I'm carrying a sword larger than you. If I wanted to break in and make noise, there's easier ways to go about it.
Our companion there is just clumsy. Have you
Ted.
seen him?
What did you do?
Have you seen him? He's very big. And everything's very small, so he's just very clumsy. Please excuse him.
You didn't rage out again, did you?
By any chance,
I was
did you
sneaking.
fall? Did you fall again?
You were sneaking? Says the vendor. Why are you sneaking?
Looking for the thief. Strokey.
He's made of delusions. Please excuse him.
And at this point, he's like, guards, over here, please. And you see Rosewood and Taggart kind of move in. closer. And the vendor starts to raise objections, and Rosewood and Taggart, as much as they would like to like throw you guys under the bus, they know that you've been assigned to look for Droki, and Rosewood had eyes on you and know that you did not purposely try to break into the thing. Like, sir, it was just a mistake. I saw him. I was watching. He
Like I
wasn't
said
trying to break into.
before, he's severely clumsy. Please excuse him.
What's his vendor's name? What's your name, sir?
The vendor
Fuck off.
is Victor.
Close
Victor,
enough to fuck off, sir.
my friend would never steal. Okay. He's an honorable one.
Is there anything broken? Did he break anything?
And I
by
think
the
you
way?
are racially profiling, sir.
Oh my god. I'll ask the vendor again. Is there anything broken? Please ignore them.
No, nothing was broken. It was just he bumped into one of the support beams of the thing.
I mean, he can't even see in the dark. All right, he's
He-
trying his best.
He turns around and he just ignores you. Walks
Don't
back to
ignore me, sir.
What is this? What does this guy
Oh my
even
god,
sell?
please ignore him and just continue.
Do you want to walk? You want to walk around the front of the tent and see?
Sure.
What? I'll look. What is he a merchant of?
He actually happens to sell magic items. You see some potions
Wait.
on the back.
You pissed off probably one of the few ones that I needed. Cool.
I didn't do anything.
While all that was going on, I kept going south. The original.
Started it.
All right, so move where you went to.
Wherever we thought he pointed to where he thought he heard someone down here.
Yep, and where he heard stuff from, that's kind of where Rosewood emerged from. But go ahead and give me a perception check.
Taking a pee up here.
26.
So, you don't see anyone, but you do see what looks to be a torn looking piece of a cloak that's hanging from a nail that's in a support line for one of the tents.
Okay. Does it look like the cloak that he was wearing?
It's kind of tough to tell. I mean, yes, possibly, but it's like the cloak is pretty non-distinguished from what a lot of the people down here wear. But there's a good possibility of it.
And are the footprints between Adaro and Adorgar different?
They're going to be similar, but you're on like solid rock. You're not really going to see a footprint.
Oh, I was under dark. I didn't know if there was a little
Yeah, I mean,
everywhere or something. But okay. Wouldn't there be soot?
sometimes. But you're in the bazaar. There's not really a lot of forages per se blowing in this part of it. But I mean, you know, go ahead and give me a survival check. Tough to tell. I mean, you see maybe like kind of a little bit of stuff, like maybe stuff that might have been up, but there's multiple. I mean, it's a heavily used thoroughfare where people are passing in and out, and it's not like they have people coming through here and sleeping all the time. Hence the reason why there's crackle lung. So, and the Durgar and Darrow are just used to it.
Okay, so I have no idea what direction he went.
No, you just see that this particular tent thing had like just a little small tear on the thing, but you know that he was out looking around.
All right. Well, I'm gonna follow Taggart and Rosewood within probably 10 to 12 feet, and see if they say anything as they're following the group.
Okay.
Nice.
Give me another stealth check.
Tw- 20.
Okay. Oh, they're gonna have to go roll really good. Okay.
They're gonna have to Murloc sound.
No, that'd be. Yeah. So they don't see you. So you said how far back you're gonna?
No, about 10 feet, 10, 15 feet.
Okay.
No, you know, hide around corners, hide behind whatever. I mean, if I gotta wait for them to get 20 feet ahead before I can get cover behind them, then I'll wait 20 feet. But for the most part, I'm gonna try to stay between 10 and 15 so I can see if I can hear what they're saying.
Okay. All right. So Tast, Gale, and Kit, which direction would you guys like to go? You guys have no idea where Kree is.
Cast said did he find like the direction that Droki went?
Nope, he just saw him come through the tents, like on the side that you guys are at.
And then we heard
Um,
murmuring below us to the south, but
To the
Right.
south.
or
And you
relative to
did,
this map to the south, but
well, you might have caught on to it. Well, maybe not. Give me a perception check real
I
quick.
thought you said that he ran north through the tents up there.
He ran through the west. I just pulled him to the north. He didn't see where he went.
16.
All right, so 16. You would have saw like where you heard the murmuring. You would have saw that's where kind of Rosewood emerged up, while you were trying to explain to yourself, or explain yourself to the vendor. So
He saw Rosewood in the area. He thought, well, he didn't see Droki. He just heard.
he heard murmuring, and whereabouts he heard it is where Rosewood emerged,
Okay.
coming from the whatchamacallit. Rosewood coming through the tent, whereas Tast was up by here when he bumped into the tent. There was no sign of Droki.
I suppose we would just curiously head south.
Okay. Rosewood, get out of your way. Taggart's over here. He'd kind of go there, kind of let you pass to head south. Are you guys gonna stay in the bazaar area, or do you want to wander the city some? What was that?
I asked Rosewood, what happened?
By any chance, you
Right.
saw him, right? Like you saw him. Ask saw him go a certain way.
Task just saw him dart through these tents right here. After that, he lost sight.
Yeah.
And the constant smoke makes it hard to do anything scent or hearing wise.
Yeah, you guys. I mean, all you guys really hear echoing through this is the dent or the ding of like hammers on forges and everything like that. Maybe not as much at the moment, but it's starting to get more lively now that it's probably about 9:30, quarter to 10 in the morning.
Rosewood,
Yes.
Taz saw Droki come through here. Did you see anything?
No, I didn't see anything. I ran through the tents when I saw Task go through the tents.
So you were down south, right? You didn't see him run through there, did you?
I didn't notice anything other than Task leaning up against the thing trying to stop the tent from collapsing.
I'm gonna inside check this.
Okay.
Shit.
Seems to be telling the truth.
All right then. Well, then he didn't go south, I imagine. But after all, you're after Droki too, correct?
Yeah, and he kind of like shushes you a little bit. Not so loud.
Okay.
So, any other questions for him? He's not going to offer up more
No.
than that. Than just
Don't have any more questions.
okay. Alrighty. So, which way would y'all like to go? You gonna head down south? You stay in the bazaar? You want to leave the bazaar?
He said he found a torn cloth. Kree did? Or Kree hasn't even talked
Yeah,
to you.
Kree. Yeah, Kree hasn't talked to you guys. You don't know where Kree went. Like, and then Task, like you saw him there a second, like before, and then all of a sudden he was gone, and that's what kind of startled you, and you you banged into the tent.
That's where the hell is Kree?
He was here a minute ago.
Kree!
Can I turn so? I can turn into a dire wolf, can't I?
Can you?
Uh,
Behind, I think. Or do I just have a wolf?
I think you got a normal wolf.
Wolf. Yeah, I think it's the other circle that gets it. I'll turn into a wolf and see if I can smell for Kree.
the Durgard kind of like stepped back a second.
I'll
And
look at him. And I'll cock my head.
Shit.
and then all of a sudden you see a couple more Durgar pop over here.
Oh, fuck.
And they're like Rosewood and Tiger are like, that's probably not wise.
I'll try to get a quick snow. See if I can at least focus on Kree.
Go ahead and roll a perception check as the wolf. What is the wolf's perception? Where's your there your thing? Extras.
Because I think they have keen scent.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it would pinpoint it a little bit more than us just trying to.
Keen hearing smell, they have advantage on perception checks. So you would get to roll with advantage. Your perception is +8.
So +8, which is the
Yep.
same as mine.
So roll your 20-sided die.
Okay, 26. I think that's, yeah, 26. This is what, +8. Because it just did mine too, so. And mine's a +8, so.
All right, Kree, where were you standing?
Back behind the guard.
So where your character's at now?
Sure.
All right. Kit, we'll say you're there. Go ahead, because your last stealth was a 20, right, Kree?
Yeah, that was before. That was down south.
All right, go ahead and give me another stealth check. Okay. All right. So yeah, you're still hidden. They no one can see you there.
Right.
But Kit, your head will gravitate in that direction.
I'll try to convince.
Roll.
I'll try to.
Hold on. Give me. Give me a dex check. Right? Isn't that? No, give me a charisma check. What is the dog's charisma?
That high.
Yeah. Or no, he's got +2.
Hey.
So give me a roll.
You're using,
What now?
you're using the wolf's ability.
Yeah, she's wild shaped.
I turned into wild shaped into the wolf.
Yeah. I okay. I
Oh,
guess I'm looking at the wrong wolf stats. I didn't.
A wild shaped wolf might have different stats than
Yeah,
a
yes,
regular.
I'm trying.
so I noticed on the wild shape, some of the wild shape, they took away like if you noticed, I used the bat's sonar. So the wild shape, they took it away. But as a druid, you should still be able to do that ability to like ping. I don't ever wild shape for damage or anything like that. You use a lot of them for their abilities off of them. So like a
Yeah,
bat
I
ping.
can get that. I got
According to my list, Wolf only has a charisma 11, which is still +0.
Yeah, I mean when I pulled it up in her sheet. Now I
His
don't know if it's because I added it to her wild shape since she changed into
Oh, you
So
might
it
have
it.
does.
And
stats.
It pulls. So I noticed with wild shape, it'll pull whichever one is the highest of the two.
Right.
If the animal is the higher one, it'll pull that.
So your charisma is +2.
My charisma is +2. I have a
There
14.
you go. It overrides
So,
the wolves.
It overrides the wolves because I still have a bonus to it.
Yeah.
yeah, so what I would do then, if you're gonna use wild shape, add it into your wild shape history.
Okay.
That way it's there, and then you can click on the stats and get the stat from that. So maybe that's what happened.
Yeah, because my wild shape was being finicky about the what is it? The bat, because I can't. By all means, I can't. I'm not of level to fly, so it didn't
Right.
want to give it to me.
Right. You can hit the ignore thing, I think, or something like that. But oh, but it wouldn't let you add it into the.
Yeah, it wouldn't even pull it down because it was like, you physically cannot do that. And I'm like, but I don't want to fly.
Right. Okay. So give me a charisma deception check, please.
A deception check? Or
Yeah.
is it okay? 6.
Okay. Oh my God, you're so lucky.
Yeah! Ha, ha, ha.
So your head, not so subtly, like snaps in the direction of Kree when you take the sniff to like kind of like so you know like you lock in, you know that he is essentially in this direction, relatively close-ish.
So Gale's a druid of the moon, and
You should be able to recognize something.
I would obviously recognize this skit.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, are you crazy? You're crazier than me.
So,
Wolves, be careful. And he laughs so hard.
but the guards didn't really pick up because they're still a little.
They're still confused and baffled that there's a wolf that was a lady.
I mean, Rosewood and Taggart they saw it happen, but they're more concerned with the scene that 2 other guards that showed up.
Oh man.
So you see Taggart.
Can I see anywhere, like, kind of covered?
No, you can't see him.
God damn it. Can I, so where's the hut that we just, apparently bulldozed through? Or tried to bulldoze through?
Task bumped into this hut right here.
Okay, and is it solid from top to bottom?
No, I mean, it's a tent, essentially.
Okay, I'll crawl underneath and shift back.
Okay, I mean, the tent goes down to the bottom, so you'd have to, like...
You have to crawl into that. Yeah, it's not loose.
Okay. So... Alright, one, give me a...
I'm gonna fuck with this fucking
athletics
like
check.
What?
Or, give me an athletics check as the dog.
Nuts.
To crawl under the tent.
I have a 4, so 19 plus 4, so 23. Does the dog have something else? Because I only have a +1 to strength.
Nope.
No,
that's
the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can click on. If you refresh your page. And you go to where it says extras.
Okay, I'm gonna refresh.
Oh, do you know the wild shape list, Kit?
I go off of base head and the list that I can trigger.
Advantage on that. You have advantage on those checks, I take it.
Mhm.
So, if you go to that in the wild shape list or in extras now, you should see the wolf under wild shape.
Okay, I see it. Yeah.
But if you go up to choose a category, you can hit wild shape, and then right now it's like filtered using the wild shape rules.
Okay.
And that gives you everything that you're allowed to change in based on your level. If you click that off, you will see everything that you could do in there. But if you get to one that you want, like that you're going to use, hit the add button. It'll add it into your list. That way it's always there. And then also it makes it easier for me because then I can just go to your sheet, double click on that, and I get expanded stats versus just a snapshot window.
Nice.
And it lets you see all that stuff in there.
Okay.
Pretty neat.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was okay. It finally added the bat. It because I think we tried to do that the last time because I tend to do bat and it just gives me like, you can't do this, so you get 1 hit point. It's like, what?
Yeah.
I shouldn't lose
It's
every.
not. The list isn't perfect.
Yeah.
I've actually Googled the actual animal to, get the abilities. Sometimes it's just blank.
Yeah, but so that's where it is there. I mean, the better that you have that there, then it just makes it easier for me to like kind of double check some stuff and everything like that. And then
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll go through later and try to figure out what animals I know.
Yeah, I've got like a top
Probably
20 list. In the wild
Yeah, and just add them in to the list because I know that I tend to use my wild shape for abilities, not actual. I want to beat you up.
Oh, then you picked the right circle.
I did.
okay, so you smell Cree. You look right at him. The guard doesn't. The guards don't pick up on it. Taggart, who is a little bit older, kind of puzzier Durgar, is gone up to talk to the other 2 guards, let them know that everything's okay. That you guys, Cree, you give me a perception.
Which one is the angriest of the guards? that tends to be the angriest of the guards.
Oh,
or
it's Taggart. Taggart for
something. Okay, I'll walk up to him and start rubbing on him.
Oh
sure.
my.
Um,
What need-
so Taggart's up here. What did you get? So Creed, you kind of hear like the other two guards are kind of like you're picking up that the fact that they're not happy with a creature being down here. Taggart's trying to calm them down a little bit.
I'm gonna go with Kit. I see her like moving toward the guard, and then I definitely get worried. So I'm gonna just follow her in the side.
Okay, so
I'll
Kit-
go with my tail down
She's
and
in
my
the
head
middle
down.
of changing back by trying to get under the tent.
yeah, you were trying to get under the tent, so
Oh,
you
yeah,
can't go up there.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I thought the tent wasn't solid at the bottom. That's why I asked, but that's fine.
yeah, no, I mean it's like a tent that's pulled down tight to the
It's
bottom. I
tight,
mean they
but
don't.
not loose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so as you try to go in there, like you're like nudging in, and it's like kind of like it's pushing, like you feel like you could probably go underneath there, but you hear some rustling come from the other side when they see the wall of the tent moving as you're trying to push under. So we'll stop there for that second. So Creed, you hear hear them talking. Gail, what would you like to do? You see Kit trying to burrow under the tent. You see Taggart talking to the other two guards that showed up.
I have no idea what to do right now. I guess I'll just help her get under the tent.
So you're gonna lift the tent. Okay. Give
Completely
me.
opposite of what I wanted him to do.
All right. So
Oh,
give me an athletics check of pulling up the bottom of the tent.
Did she like? I mean, did you dramatically point like a freaking
Yes,
dog?
that's what. Yeah, dramatic. I wanted you like to give. And when he said bites towards, I was like, okay, so he obviously knows that I'm trying to dramatically try to go that way.
Okay, I would probably pick up on it.
So
Yeah.
you're gonna look at Kree's direction then.
I guess I'll just head in Kree's direction.
Okay.
Great.
Give me.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Where are you?
Why are you like this, sir? Why are you like this? Oh God! I make decoy, try to like give him an out, and he's just gonna scream.
Okay. Give me a
Like,
perception check as
oh
you
my
yell.
lordy!
for Kree.
That's pretty good.
What was it? Oh, it actually you kind of see the shimmer a little bit where Kree's tokens at. I mean, he didn't totally make them out, but there's like maybe some boxes and stuff that are kind of right there,
Uh huh.
and you could swear like maybe in the shadow
Oh.
you saw a glint of his eye.
At that point,
But-
yeah, like, oh, he's trying to be sneaky. Okay. I guess I'll do my own like hide. You know.
All right, well, we'll come to that in a second because you've
Okay.
already perceived that.
Okay.
Tass, what would you like to be doing in this instant? You see Kit trying to burrow underneath the tent. You see Gale walk up a little bit. You see Taggart talking to two guys, kind of like sternly. Rosewood just kind of hanging back here. Actually, let me do something here real quick.
Cass
Okay,
will approach
Rosewood.
the guard that's talking to the other guards, and he will lean down, which isn't easy because he's gigantic compared to them. And he
Okay.
will whisper into the guard's ear, "Do you think they want the other biscuit?"
What the fuck?
And then he'll hold up the package of the remaining 2 biscuits.
You see Taggart just put his palm to his face, and he's like, McCabe, Foster, I'm so sorry.
Cool.
And you hear McCabe kind of like in a nasally voice, is like, we're not gonna fall for no biscuit trick. And Foster's like, yeah, we're not gonna fall for a biscuit trick.
Oh, you're not gonna fall for a biscuit trick.
Years from now,
Yeah.
when the demons catch up to this place, they're going to be getting eaten, and they're going to remember that friendly Minotaur that just wanted to help them eat well.
Okay, so all right. So you're up there now with them kind of engaged. Billy, or Rosewood, being typical Billy from Beverly Hills Cop, has no clue that he doesn't even like acknowledge that Kit's trying to like crawl underneath this thing. For that there. Cree, what are you doing at this point in time?
What are you doing?
We're back at her.
Fucking wondered
Okay.
why the fuck his party members are like this.
Okay. Since you moved past them, go ahead and give me another stealth. Okay.
13.
Task, go ahead and roll perception.
Oh, natural 1.
You see nothing. As you're walking past Cree, you see Taggart's head kind of turn your direction. But oh, so you give him a nod?
Cree, you're wearing your cloak, right?
I'll give him a nod. What's up?
You've got the cloak like me, right? The cloak of Elvenkind, or the Hawafi. Because that gives you advantages on all your stealth checks.
I got a 13 and 11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he kind of catches that, and then he like quickly snaps his head over to back to the other two so that they don't.
Well, since he looked at me, I'm just gonna walk straight over by Tass to see what he's doing.
Okay. The other two give a start, and they're like hands to the thing, and they're like Taggart's like he's with them, he's with them.
On the guard, see Cree. You come
Yeah,
out.
because he popped out of stealth and went there. Kit, what are you doing now? You failed on your first attempt to crawl underneath the tent.
I gotta pee again.
I'm just imagining this direwolf struggling to get into a tent.
Do I see those? Can I see those two? Cree and them?
Oh,
Yeah,
I got a
I mean-
question. Hold on. So, would I have seen her change into a dire wolf if I was following the guards and paying attention to them?
Where you were, I would say yeah, you would have saw her, and then you would have saw the wolf.
Okay. All right, then no arrow in the ass. That's fine.
It's not a bugbear. It's not a bugbear.
I see something trying to get into the tent. I mean, but I know it's Kit now, so it's okay.
Yeah. All right. So Gale has got his back to you, and from like if you kind of like look to your left, to the right, the other Durgar guard is still standing there, just kind of like watching. He hasn't started to move, but everybody else is farther up to your left.
All right,
you're
doing. I'm back. What'd you do, kid?
She hasn't done anything yet. She's trying to decide.
Yeah.
Can I see that Cree came out?
You think so? Yeah.
Okay.
Because right now it's just a group of.
And then where's the most pissed off? Guardsman that likes to follow us, I guess.
Tack is usually the unhappy one that you can tell that he's kind of unhappy.
Angry.
Yeah.
The depressed or the Mobius or whatever dwarfs do.
It's Jared.
Okay. I'll walk to him and start rubbing.
As you get closer, you definitely see these two guards put their hands on their swords. And
am I behind? I'm behind one of the tents, though, right now.
no, you guys are like kind of like in a little alleyway.
Okay.
So this is a
So
clear
there's nothing
view.
that can see me They can clear shot me down the alleyway, but they can't see me in the thingy, the shopping center.
Yeah,
You're
the
taking
people
a
the
worse
people on
situation.
this side here cannot
cannot
see you,
cannot see me. Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
but
Right.
everybody over here has basically pretty much a line of sight on you.
Okay,
Why are you
okay.
trying to hide things back? You change back naked or something?
No, I was trying to make. So the idea was to try to make a distraction for, say, you and one other to take off, but it didn't turn into the distraction that I wanted, because the one that I thought would get the clue of me going snappy snappy was like, "What are you doing? Oh wait, let me go over here," and scream his name.
Well, you turned into a wolf of fine. That's what happened.
I mean, we're not really in trouble here.
No,
I know.
I just don't know why you just. I mean, I thought there was some sort of secret why you're trying not to just change back because you just changed in front of everybody.
No,
Oh, I got you.
I'll change out.
Okay. So as soon as you change back, the guards kind of react, but they take their hands off their weapons and they're like, you can hear them like, you should tell her that's not advised.
I can hear you.
There's a reason why there's not many creatures that in the Underdark, especially in our city.
Well, you've never seen a druid before.
Maybe not down here.
Yeah, druids usually don't travel these parts.
Well, now you have.
Druid of the slime and mushrooms.
I'm of the spore. Thank you very much. It's more like death, life, and other mushrooms.
Okay, so as that, you kind of see, and like you just kind of give McCabe, and you hear like McCabe and Foster as they kind of like drift off. They're like, keep an eye on them.
Keep an eye on what? I don't know what you're talking about. And I apparently turned into a duck. Give me a second. Okay.
But yeah,
That's usually a duck.
Yeah, my phone went off.
I
Have
got
you never heard my fucking?
Oh, I think I've heard it before, but I just didn't hear it that time.
Oh, I thought everyone heard it. That's why I was like,
No.
oh, and I turned into a duck. Oh no. Yeah, my sister texts me and it quacks. Yep, it goes quack
Gotcha.
quack. And I'm like,
How's that for one of the boys?
yeah, see, yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
so as you guys kind of all convene, you have Rosewood and Taggart here, and they're like, look, he's like, we have to keep an eye on you. It's our job. You know, we if you kind of notice any outsiders that are worming around, there's usually somebody following, just to make sure that they're not, nothing happens because of it. Just don't get yourselves into any trouble. Then we won't have any issues. Try not to do any displays such as that, any kind of nod sword kit, especially around there, because
I'll show you
Dur-
display.
Durgar don't take kindly to animals in the city.
So, then answer me this: how are we supposed to find this guy if guards are hanging around? He's gonna run away as soon as he sees us.
Exactly what I was trying to do.
That's just for you to go. I mean, you to find.
Yeah.
I mean, just
That's not a problem.
All right.
We need to go back.
I mean, the one thing you could say is that they've generally given your space. Like, they're usually probably 70
Yeah,
to
but
80 feet behind.
if we notice, then somebody else that we're trying to trail will notice that we're being trailed too.
The wolf has a point.
I'm not gonna dispute. You know what? You do you.
So-
it's a question because like if you're trailing us and we're trying to trail somebody else, how
We're
are
just following orders.
your orders suck? Thank you.
Pass,
You can take that
pass
up as
remarks
captain.
that's not fair. They can't control what orders they get.
That doesn't make them exempt from their stupidity.
Ah! Oh no! I didn't call them stupid. I just said that was pointless. That didn't help us.
Pass as an honorable member of his Minotaur clan who completely understands the purpose of these guards, kind of looks aghast at that statement
And
before
you see-
shaking his head.
What,
You see
Ted?
Taggart's jaw clench.
Uh-oh. I did it again, didn't I?
It's like,
Would it
carry
make
on
me?
with your business.
Would it make you
Now,
happy? How
carry
can
on
I
with your
make you
business.
happy, sir? Why are you so angry?
And he kind of like nods his head at Rosewood, and they kind of like just walk off for a little bit of ways.
What? What did I say?
You made the very
It was a
unhappy.
combination of you and Kit.
Oh yeah, no, I fed him this time. This is-
I was just saying.
Everybody, give me a perception check.
Alright. 20.
Natural 20 for a 25.
26.
Ones and 20s all over the place here.
Kit, what did you get?
We're on point.
14.
Okay. So, as you guys are kind of talking, and it just so happens that Cree and Tast, why do you? That's so weird. I gotta figure out what's going on with your token, Tast.
It's like it's Villa. Oh no, I selected him and all the other tokens left.
They all did. Yeah, they all disappeared.
Yeah, I don't have visibility on any of our team.
Yeah, maybe it was that.
Why does it keep doing that?
You haven't seen any of us the entire session?
No, I did a little bit ago until I just clicked on my token just now. For whatever reason, once I
There we go.
now they're back.
There we
Cool.
Yeah, but he's
Alright.
still missing the 3 people up north.
Oh yeah. Why is that?
I don't know if I saw 3 people up north
Oh, I
this
see
whole
that.
time.
Oh, you still have the 90. Here, let me do this. So 10 feet. There we go. Okay.
All right.
So, Cree and Tass, since you guys are facing that way, all of a sudden, will you not let me drag them down here? Down the alley, you see, shoo, out of your vision.
Oh, I should have saw that too, right?
Nope.
Damn.
I hate this guy.
25 plus or some bullshit like that. All right. So I saw him Thursday. Are these 5 or 10 feet squares?
These are 10. Or no, hold on.
So
Because technically this is in the city, so these should be 10-foot squares. So. Because these little things aren't going to be little 5-foot tents and whatnot, so.
all right. Well, I guess I'm taking off and running my 60 feet.
Where's he going?
Do you say anything as you take off?
Well, I just quickly say, there he goes. Not real loud, though. So hopefully they're paying attention.
Okay.
I mean, loud enough, but I mean, if this guy's 100 feet from me, he's not going to hear me. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Task, you saw him. What are you doing?
I guess I'm gonna chase after Kree there.
Okay. Are you going to use your action to dash?
Yeah, I can't let him go it alone.
All right. So you get to move 80 feet. So you get to move 8 squares.
and Tass saw him too, though, right? So he knows what
What?
I'm taking. Tass saw him too, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You saw him, Task.
80 puts me right there. 8 squared.
Okay. Do you say anything when you take off?
After him.
Okay. So Kit and Gail, you guys hear this, so you're able to take your turns.
Okay. I'm gonna use my feline agility.
Okay.
So my dash will be 120.
Okay. So you get to move 12 squares. Okay.
All right. Do I see anything?
Give me a perception check.
All right. Steam.
Nope. No sign of Droki.
All right. Well, next turn I can't move, but I
Try not.
tried.
Okay. Next turn. Kree, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I moved. I just moved myself.
All right. Do I see him?
Go ahead and do perception. You notice. Actually, no, he probably wouldn't be there yet. He'd be here.
Oh, I just can't use it again. Okay, I can move.
So you notice. You think that's him. You see like a cloak kind of going, and you kind of see his weird hat that was described or that you saw on him, standing next to a stall over here. He's kind of like mostly in like there's like a gap between the stall and this one here, and he's kind of there. So he's kind of got cover.
I mean,
So
is he just standing here though, or is he trying to? Is he in motion?
you see movement with it. So, but it's kind of like you can't tell if like he's like the motions because he's talking to somebody or that he's still moving through something. Okay, so Task, your turn.
Can I see him as I move south through the tents?
Roll a perception check at disadvantage.
Nine.
No, you do not see him.
Then I guess I continue. There's 50 to there. I realize I don't see him. And
you see Creed. You saw Creed turn and look that way.
Okay.
In recognition, so you know that he's looking this way.
Okay. And there we are.
All right. Gail.
I don't. I never saw him.
You never saw. Yeah, when you turned the corner, you did not see anything.
Did I see Kree recognize, like, kind of?
You saw him turn. that way.
Okay. Just gonna dash again at normal 60.
Okay, so 6 blocks.
Now do
Go
I
ahead. Go ahead and get me a perception check. At advantage.
18 was best. Or was it
Nope.
16?
Nope, you don't see anything. Okay, Kit, your turn.
So we're in an alleyway. Is there gaps that you can go back into the?
Yeah, you could probably go through that. I would say it would probably take off 10 feet of your movement to like kind of navigate through the tent. Just because it's not like super wide. So you could go a total of 5 squares if you wanted to use your action. and
There,
go.
okay.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
No, with that, I got 11.
Yep. No, you don't see anything. The area is a little bit busier now. I'm not going to drop a whole bunch of tokens on there, but there's probably a good. Almost every shop has a shopkeeper at it now that you can see, and you see probably anywhere between 25 to 30 people milling about, starting to mill about in the bazaar. Okay. Alrighty. Kit, go ahead and roll another perception check.
$27.
Nice.
As people are walking by, you think you saw something, but you're not sure. It seemed like there was a shimmer, but
Okay.
you're just not quite positive with it.
And then
'Cause
whatever
because that perception was a 19, right?
27.
Yeah, your perception was a 19 then, right? You rolled a 19
Yeah,
on that.
yeah, I rolled a 19 and then 24.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
19 plus 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So, I can math sometimes. No,
You know what? Nothing fucks up math like D&D.
like
You know?
it does. Like you're like, I know basic math, and you do D&D, and you're like, I know shit.
So anyhow, but yeah, you see like a little shimmer, but you're not quite. You can't say for certainty. Like you're not even sure. Like okay, well maybe yeah, because you never actually laid eyes on them, right?
Yeah, I've laid eyes on him the first time.
The first time.
Very
Okay.
first time we saw him, I laid eyes on
Okay.
him.
Okay.
I was one of the
So
few that saw him.
you're like yes, no, like maybe I want this too much. You know, like you're like feel like you're not you're second guessing yourself whether you saw him or not.
Okay.
But
So it's really busy, right? Like
it's getting there, yeah. There's
okay.
people milling about, and you know, there's like I said, there's assume that there's a vendor at every cart or little icon, you know, thing, and there's probably 25 to 30 people milling about in the bazaar.
And there's a thing in the middle, and all of these people are shorter than me, I'm assuming.
Not all, no.
No?
There's
Okay.
mixed races and stuff, so.
All right. And then there's a thing in the middle, kind of right, that
Yeah.
center thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Kree, your turn. You do not see the spot where you saw the
Well,
thing.
based on his last spot and the fact that I can see if he came back my direction, I can only assume he went. at least up. Maybe not up and over, but at least up. So, is there any kind of
Can
break
he
in
see me at all?
What? We can't see
any of
you.
these,
No.
any of these tents here? Is there a break between them to where I can get into the area here, out of the alley?
Right there is going to be your closest one, unless you go up to where Kit went through. Like, he probably would have saw you go through that way, Kit.
Okay, so that's 40, so I can come up to there to be 60.
Right.
Okay.
And go
Now
ahead and
does
give me a
he see
perception
me?
check. But yeah, he would see you, Kit.
17.
Yeah.
Can I kind of point for him if he can kind of like?
Go ahead and roll with advantage if Kit's giving you like, hey, I think I saw him go that way.
16.
Okay. Yep. No, unfortunately not. You come through. You know, you go through the tent and you see all the people around, and you're like, I know, I just saw that little shit. All right, Tast, your turn. You see Krieg like come past you and go through the entryway there. What would you like to do? Guys?
I will follow after them.
Okay.
And I'm just looking around, confused, wondering where this asshole went.
And I've got an idea of which direction he's going, but I don't have visual on him.
Of Droki or Krieg?
Droki. I saw Kree,
Well,
and then
you
they
assume
mentioned that he went that way.
Well, you hear Kit. You probably heard. Well, maybe. Give me a perception check to see if you heard Kit when she said that way to Kree as he came through.
$22.
22. All right. You would have heard that way, but since you can't see her, you're not exactly sure what that way is. But you would assume that it was at least in the bazaar area. You know.
Because you
So
would have
you
just
know.
saw Kree go in there.
Yeah, so you saw Kree go up through there. You heard that way, but when you get up there, you're not sure exactly which that way is.
Okay. And I angle towards Kree, and I continue running in the direction that Kree seems to be running.
Okay.
Which is just a straight diagonal.
All right. That's 80 feet?
Yep.
Nice. Damn, that's a lot of movement. All right, go ahead and give me a perception check.
$21.
That's not a natural 20, right?
Correct. It was
All
a
right.
16 that turned into a 21.
Yeah, you see a couple of Darrow, which you initially think might have been him. You're like, oh wait, no, that's not him. But yeah, you see the people milling around and everything like that, and you kind of turn back and you're like holding up your hands to everybody. And so far, Kree and Kit are the only two that you can see really at the moment, and they're giving you sort of like they didn't like Kit thought she saw something, you know. So they're like maybe giving like a little shrug back. But you have a feeling that you're on the right possible line.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, Gale, your turn.
Gale's gonna do a bonus action, turn into a little cat. hopefully be less inconspicuous than a wolf. And he's going to move. He's going to dash 80 feet.
Okay.
Anything else? I get a perception check or anything?
Is this the cat that's on your wild shape?
Yeah.
Go ahead and
Not sure if you're gonna give me.
do do a stealth check just to see if you're able to shift like without really anybody seeing you.
Okay.
Okay. You feel confident that no one really saw you turn into the cat. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, I mean, you see a couple of patrons that are like kind of like wandering into the bazaar. But you didn't see anything as, because have you seen, like, I'm sorry if you, did you see him at all? First night, second night?
I believe he saw him with me.
I saw him the first night in the bazaar, right?
Yeah, okay. All right. So yeah, so you know he looks like, you don't see anybody, you don't see Droki and currently through the people that are going there.
Would you say that I recognized anything on him? Like a certain outfit?
Yeah, I mean, he has his hat, he has his cloak.
What kind of hat does he have?
Description for him. He is his rags are styled as an imitation of a fancy jacket, wearing a wide brimmed hat with two tentacles from a displacer beast sewn into the hat's crown.
Oh, that's pretty distinctive. Okay.
Yeah. So.
All right. I'll have to wait till next round.
Okay. All right. All right.
Would I recognize that they were displacer beasts?
What do you mean?
Would I recognize the tentacles?
No, I mean from the quick little. I mean, you noticed him, but you guys have not actually got like a full-on good look at the hat,
Okay.
and you've never seen him up close. You know, he's always been from a distance away. Excuse me. Alrighty.
How close, DM? Did I even get within 30 feet of him?
You guys have never gotten that close. Well, other than Task right here.
Okay.
Is the closest anybody's ever been to him.
Wish I knew that.
Yes, apparently that is a factor.
He's a wily little guy, by the way.
Clearly.
And I've been rolling very, very good on his stealth rolls. The only reason why you guys didn't see him last time is because he rolled a natural 20 stealth check.
Oh shit. He has so much movement. What the fuck?
We will do this. Let's, instead of have everybody do it on their turn, go ahead and everybody give me a perception check right now.
$17.
17, but 25.
Okay. Kit, as you get done telling like everybody what to do, and you're frantically searching for, because you're like, did I see something that you're questioning yourself? You see him pop up from where he was at and dash through the tent walls in between the tents and stuff that he was at on the other side and head up, running north is what you could tell.
Okay. All right. Out. Can I kind of like relay up
Yeah.
and out? Up
Yeah.
and out.
All right, Kree, your turn.
Move there.
Okay. All right, Task, your turn.
Okay, so up and out still kind of fits with his MO, so we are going to go up and out, and I continue through the straight line I'd been traveling. So there's 40. Nothing happens at that point, right?
I would say as you get to that point, go ahead and give me another perception check.
9.
9. Yeah, you're moving, and you hadn't seen anything yet. Now, I will say that based on that, when you get to this point right here, well, we'll say a little bit further up because I have those other guys
Would he
there.
get a bonus for the fact that I told him kind of where he is?
No, because you kind of like you were
Okay.
in the bazaar area and like you gave him the direction from there, but once you saw him go from there, you're not really. I mean, you saw him running in a northerly direction. You're not for certain because you couldn't see him once he broke.
Once he
Really
broke the
full.
tent, I just
Yeah.
saw him shimmer back up
Yeah.
there.
You saw him pop up, go up a way, and then kind of turn left and go. So that's how you know.
Are there
So I would say-
walls? Like, is there anything to prevent me from continuing forward on my diagonal arc? Or would I then just turn north?
I would say where
on
these
this
guys
map?
are at, right now, that's like that's the water. That's like the docks and stuff like that. So I would say that you probably
The guys disappeared to us.
Yeah. Oh, let's see here.
No, they're up top.
Oh, I don't see him up top.
They're probably just out of your vision range for
Oh,
your
okay.
token. So, and I would say probably about right in here, we would say that you might see maybe a few more buildings, vendors and stuff like that. But stationed around, you would see some, like, there's barrels, there's little things here and there that are like kind of just stock that, you would find in a trade district. Especially by this building right here, where there's like little stacks of stock and inventory by the building. Kit, you would notice that Rosewood has popped through down here and Taggart's right here. And they seem to be trying to like run to keep up with you guys.
Oh, so they're past me, so they went beyond me.
Well, Rosewood's here
Yeah,
and Taggart's right there.
but they're kind of in front of me.
Yeah, in a sense.
Okay, and then what's behind me is still the alley that just alley.
Yeah.
That just goes straight up. Because I'm assuming like we're pushing past people.
Yeah.
Does it turn at this corner at the top?
Yep.
Okay.
Tash, you do anything else? You stop in there?
I'm trying. If there's nothing that prevents me from continuing to move forward, I don't see why he would stop there.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that there's why is it not like there? Oh, it doesn't let me click on that because that's the end of the grid. Yeah, so you could move up to there, and we would say that there's another set of stalls and stuff like that for there. I didn't realize this map like stopped.
Okay, works for me.
I'll try to find a different bizarre map that gives us a little bit more options. But all right, so yeah, you're there. You see a row of stalls there, and you don't notice anything at that point in time. So Gale, your turn. You're a tiny kitty still, right?
Yeah. Guess I'm just gonna
Tiny kitty with a big heart.
cut through the bazaar. Another 80 movement dash. The diagonals are 10 feet, right?
Yep.
I'll pass
So-
by 3.
While you're doing this, please give me a stealth check.
Sneaky kitty.
I do get advantage from my cloak.
Do you get advantage on your cloak when you're a cat?
Yes. You get your stats from the equipment.
Okay.
So 22.
All right. Let me just roll some random dice here. We'll go with 10. Other ones. There we go. All right, 9, because that's what I have in my hand at the moment. People are concerned with shopping. I didn't roll anything higher than an 18. So,
Keeping my mouse to myself.
all right. Yeah, and I would say that you don't see anything from when you go through there. You didn't recognize Droki at all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't like this guy.
So that puts Kit, your turn.
Okay.
It's everybody's passive perception.
15.
17.
Do I just roll without bonuses? Question mark.
No, it's on your
Passive
so
is 15.
okay. So yeah, you guys would all have picked up on this after the little incident where the commotion was caused. The only other guards that you see right now patrolling the area are not even really patrolling the area. It's Rosewood and Taggart who are following you guys. And you'll recall that it was stated that Droki's been able to avoid patrols.
Okay, so there was two options I had, but and I think I can only get one of them. Oh, no. If I cast it at a 3rd level spell, I can hold both of them.
What are you looking to cast?
Hold person. Because we were told that guards were helping him. And they're in front of me. They're not actually following me. So I would assume one of them, if they were following us specifically. Oh, God. I'm sorry.
All
She just
good.
ate like a whole half a watermelon.
Why are you sorry?
Oh, because I tried to clip it, like I tried to stop before she walked in, but obviously that's the first thing that pops her out of her mouth is, I'm gonna be pooping. Oh my god. Oh, that's just embarrassing. Okay.
There are worse things in the world, I think.
Yeah, Nightingale explained to Kit about our morning at all on the way to the bazaar.
So when I first ran into the guards with you guys, the leader chick, it's a chick I think. Dude.
Yeah.
She said that he's been evading them, and she thinks.
Understand what she said, not what I asked.
Okay.
I asked if Gab explained anything that happened while you were sleeping. Basically, anything that happened last week while you were on the way to bazaar. I didn't know if you knew of anything that happened last week.
No, I wasn't updated at all.
Oh, I mean, you heard me say everything that happened, right?
Vaguely.
Okay.
I was AFK too. Sorry.
Okay. All right. So basically, last week, the party, Tazkree and Gale, fought a hill giant that was crazy, had 2 heads, knocked it out. They noticed that the guards, noticed the 2 guards are following. They also noticed that Durgar have the ability to, or at least some Durgar have the ability to turn invisible at will.
Okay.
Task bought biscuits, trying to bribe the guard or just befriend the guards that were following them. They turned them down. That's roughly when the giant came through, and Task offered biscuits to the giant, who did not really like that.
Did not like that at all. Okay.
There was another giant that followed after.
Nobody wants my biscuits.
Nobody wants.
Sad.
I
Sad
wouldn't
state of
want your
affairs.
biscuits either.
That's
Your biscuits don't bring the boys to the yard.
You can make them, Task. You bought them.
I'll eat your
Somebody
biscuits.
wants yours, buddy.
But there was a second giant that followed the one that you guys had knocked out.
What detail are you suggesting that she doesn't know, Chris?
No. Just the interaction with the guards. I mean, they're not harming us. They're just following us everywhere. They're not.
But is there any indication that we know that the guards are not?
Now, Urge.
There's not.
He is evading the patrols, which means he just knows the patrols, or there's an insider. But these 2 guys, I mean, it's like Dumb and Dumber. They're just following us everywhere.
Okay, so they're fine.
Yeah,
They're
and I'm
just fine being.
okay. First of all, I don't know if they're fine. They could be corrupt. I have no idea. I'm just letting you know. So far, they just literally been just following us, and when we split up, they split up, and I mean, they're trying to follow 4 of us now. So I think they're just trying to get in a position to be able to see us all. I don't think they're being funny, but that doesn't mean you can't do that. I'm all for that.
Yeah, I mean, what she told you that that Droki's been available to be able to avoid the patrols that have been through the area. So any scheduled patrol, he's been able to avoid. She did say that there was some corruption. She thought there was some corruption creeping around the people of Gracklestock. That could be guards. That could be not. But the one thing that you notice is that there's no after those guards left that initially engaged Taggart and Rosewood. There's no other patrol going on currently right now, and it just so happens that while that's happening, that's when you spot.
And they're just tasked to follow us.
Right.
Right.
So they're only react. They're not
So,
reacting to a set
okay.
patrol. They're
But
reacting to however you guys move.
Okay.
There also
Okay.
seems to be a really weird disconnect between the guards and the other groups in the city. Like the dragon's keeper wants us to come meet the dragon. The hill giant, I forget the order that they're a part of, but they want us to come and help them. Everybody wants our help except for these guards. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're corrupt, but Cass is sort of believing that they're being manipulated.
Let me see here. Let me.
Okay. So,
Technically, we've been asked to help by these guards. It just was the captain.
okay, because
Yeah.
the other thing is that I was assuming that they could be corrupt, so
Yeah.
It's still
so
possible.
Anybody
I
can be.
mean,
because I could hold both of them. They're in my range. Like I could just cast it and fucking hold both of them at a 3rd level. So my other option is to turn into a Chimera Cat in the back alley and run. Because that's the only way my little ass is gonna catch up to any of your asses.
It's all about angles.
So, like, if I go back,
yeah, I mean, there's you guys met the keepers of the flame. That those were who with Thembershad, the dragon. You've met basically. You've met the Stone Guard, which are some of the defense warriors for the city. You've also met, let's see here. Yeah, that's basically that you've met from there. They're basically what Captain Erd has done. Clan Carngorm was the giant, the stone giants that you met, and obviously you met Thembershad. There's other factions in the city, but you guys haven't had a run in with them per yet, and you haven't really asked anybody else about them, or at least it hasn't come up in conversation.
and there's no other guards but these two in front of me.
Yep. There's no other patrol guards that you see. The two that were there initially, they're gone.
Okay.
They went on their way.
I'm not sure we should have access to Chimera Cat.
They're Underdark. That's the only reason why I thought.
Are they? I thought they were like a different expansion.
Mm-mm. They're Forgotten Realms Underdark. Chimera Cat is a specific one. Chimeras, I think, are just standard.
Wait, is there a Chimera and a Chimeric?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
thanks, Wizards of the Coast.
Yes. There's 2 different versions, so if you look at it, you have to specifically, because I know a lot of animals. One is specifically to the Underdark and Forgotten Realms.
Oh shit.
And the only reason why I thought is because when I did the extras, it's still underneath one of the ones that I can do. I cannot fly with it though, but I can climb. I don't think my cats get flying. That's why it's underneath the list.
Cool. All right. So, what would you like to do, Kit? You want to
So-
cat?
So these 2 guards, there was no indication that I should probably hold these 2 here.
It
As
looks like they're just following. They're just looking to follow.
Okay, they're just looking to follow. Okay, I will dip back into the alley, turn into a Chimera Cat, and take off running.
All right. Give me a stealth check to see if you pull it off without being seen.
Natural 20.
And I doubted her.
What is your stealth?
It's a 5. It's a 5.
More like some get wild shaping.
So chimeric is from Rime of the Frostmaiden.
Yeah, I think so. I
Which
think
is
the
still
cat
Forgotten
part
Realms.
is like Forgotten Realms. I think.
Icewind Dale's still Forgotten Realms.
Mhm.
All right, Kit. Guess high or low.
How have you been? I'll go low. This might end bad.
How do you do a roll just from the thing? I thought you could just click that dice. Just type in like what you want to roll,
I thought so too.
Me?
like
You
in
can-
Foundry.
Oh, Foundry.
Because I don't know. All right. Well, here I don't know if this is gonna pop.
Mm, yeah, just slash roll whatever the die. Like slash roll d20.
Okay. The natural 20 I rolled was negated. Was not
By
seen.
the. Okay.
So you guessed right. So he did not see you turn into that cat.
Thank God. You've been rolling high, so it was a 50-50 shot, but I was assuming you were gonna stay on your high streak.
So. All right. So. But cool. Alrighty then. So you're a cat now. Go ahead and do your movement. So you can dash now and go a total of 8 squares.
And how did I turn my picture? Like, how did I break things? How do I break things like this?
Was it Alt or Control?
I don't know what I did. Why are things like this?
What did you do?
I don't know. How do I do this?
Don't worry about it. Oh, it is control. Hold control and scroll wheel.
Oh, that is okay.
Oh, that's
I was
good.
Control.
I've seen
Control and Link gives you your measuring tool.
I've seen Arcanum. They actually use that for roleplay, like for expression. It's pretty funny.
In case you want to turn to your friend and say,
Cool. All right. So yeah, you're there, Kit. So that leaves us at the guards. Actually, let me roll 2 perception checks for them. Okay, Billy does not. He goes there. Taggart notices that Kit, you are not there, and he's like, "Huh?" But he
Yep.
wants to stay with the main group, so he's gonna go. He's gonna go to there. All right.
Can I see him when he moves there?
You might have caught a glimpse of him when he was walking up. Okay. All right. Go ahead and everybody give me perception checks.
21.
22.
Actually, Kit, give me one at disadvantage. Actually, Kit, you would not actually be seeing this because you're on the outside of that.
Okay.
You haven't quite got visibility on that. All right. So, Tess, as you're getting ready and you're looking down, all of a sudden you see Droki over here, and he kind of looks and sees you. He goes to step out this way, sees everybody else like kind of closing in that way, and he'll come back and shoot down to here. But you still see him.
Okay.
But you saw that he moved extremely fast.
Okay.
But it's Kree's turn first, since that's just the way we've been rolling. So,
No problem.
So, I don't remember. Did we all know that he was up here?
you all got the sense because Kit had told you that he went out and started heading north. So that's
Okay.
the reason why you guys were all heading that way.
I will move there. Do I see Task all the way over there?
Yep, you can see him there.
I nod, and then I guess I go to the water. Because
So you would see Tass totally turned around and looking towards where Droki's at now.
Okay.
So if you want to take back that,
Then I'll step back into the old bazaar and start heading towards the way he's looking.
okay. You want to do anything else? You got
Can
like
I
3
see?
seconds.
Can I see Kree do that?
No, because where you're at, because there's
Okay.
still tents and stuff like here.
Is there a wall next to me?
I mean, there's like little breaks in the tents. So like you would have
No,
seen
like
Kree.
to my left. What's to my left?
I would say probably here. Like the alleyway is probably about like, well, maybe here. We'll say the alleyway is probably about 20, 25 feet wide before you got more tents and stuff like that right there. Luckily, right now there's nobody in the thoroughfare. There are people shopping in here at the moment. Actually, let me just do this. Creed, decide if you want to do anything else. If you want to say anything or.
But there's not a wall like to the left of me, like that I could climb up.
No.
Okay.
I use my action, bonus action.
Are you saying anything? You got.
I don't know anything.
Okay.
I mean, I just saw that the Task is now facing south, so I'm gonna say, I guess south.
These aren't the actual NPCs. I'm just using them as people.
Bupito, he's back.
I was excited to see Helmet.
I'm sure you were.
There's the mushroom. There's 2.
Say Task looking south. I mean, I thought we had him surrounded, but I guess not.
Nope.
He's hard to see, so that makes it difficult to surround him.
All right, that's good for right now. Okay, so Test, your turn.
Ast is going to He's going to use his action to dash
Okay.
straight for the guy.
Okay.
And he is going to try and box him in there so that his only escape is forward or back into the area through into the bazaar.
Okay.
Once he gets there, though, he is going to bonus action rage, and he is going to just absolutely belt out this massive roar that will let every single person know that Ass has found his quarry.
Okay.
And you
Give
don't
me
have any more
your.
movement.
Doesn't that trigger your wild?
Yes.
So yeah.
So we're going to roll. Okay. So wild surge. A bolt of light shoots from your chest. Another creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage and be blinded until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
Until your rage ends, you can use this effect again on each of your turns as a bonus action. So I will choose Mr. Tentacle Hat. And it's a DC 14.
And you said this was a Constitution, right?
Yes, Constitution.
Natural 20.
I was hoping for the 1, but of course he would get a natural 20.
Yeah. This dude's okay. Let me see something here.
This dude's what? Playing with loaded dice? You gonna say he's skilled? You've been rolling natural 20s for him all night.
He's gotten 3 on 3 different dice.
Yeah, and you got a natural 20 on me too.
Okay. Yeah. So he. He resisted. So. Oh, actually, you know what? I even have. I had advantage on that too. I only needed to roll the 1, but so yeah, we're good. So okay. Anything else for your turn? Other you bellowed, so your party members all hear that. Everybody in the bazaar heard that.
So they're all probably facing that way now.
Now I just wait for him to pull some trick out of his hat to get away from me without triggering an attack of opportunity. He's gonna teleport. I smell it. But no, that's it for my turn. I don't have anything else.
Okay. Go ahead and so that would be Gale. Your turn.
And while you guys do that, I need to go let my puppers. Be right back. Walking against the wind shit. Exactly. That's exactly what it'll do.
Is that what you're casting? Gale, you're muted if you're talking.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no problem.
All right. Yeah, I move forward at
Okay.
normal speed, cat, unshift, and cast Charm Person.
Okay. What's the save?
Yeah, this is 3rd level. Guessing at the highest level I can. Oh no, wait, it doesn't matter. It's just an additional creature at a higher level.
Yeah.
Yeah, just add. That's why I was like, hold person. I could hold both of them.
So I'm gonna Charm Person. It's a 2nd level spell, so I'm gonna use that. So what's
Oh,
the
13 whiz.
Yep, you're right.
And he gets advantage against charm.
What?
Yeah.
Mother.
He's a little badass. I didn't like fully look at all of his stat
Is
sheet.
that a race thing? He's
And
an elf.
It's alright, Tass is gonna grapple this son of a bitch.
oh, I had you until I looked and saw that he has a -3. So he is charmed.
Advantage with a -3.
Jesus Christ.
Well, no, I mean he has a -3 to his thing. Like I had the roll, but then when I looked to see what his modifier was, it's a -3.
Damn.
Yeah, he's not. Everything else is great except for Wiz, which is a 5.
What a con.
Wow.
So I got his ass, huh?
Not wise at all.
Okay. So I could assume basically at that point combat will end.
No, we're still in initiative order
Okay.
because technically no one else knows that he is charmed.
Shit. I get any talking time? My 6 seconds?
Do I want to be nice? I will allow it. Free 6 seconds.
Free action talking. That's bananas.
You're gonna ruin my fun.
Don't hurt him. I got him.
I like this dude. He's a little badass.
He's fucking quick too. He's like super fucking. I don't get charmed. I don't get, fucking bullshit. My charisma. You're screaming in my face doesn't do anything. like, let's be honest, if a man fucking ran up to me and screamed in my face, I'd shit myself. I'd be like, okay, well, there you go.
Tie his hands or something. Beat.
Well, he can't do anything else. So you're create or no. Okay, so it's Kit. Your turn. Now you heard the bellow. You did not see anything going on.
Yeah.
And Gail, I mean, how are you communicating this to everybody?
I'm just gonna tell Tass to grab him, but don't hurt him.
Okay.
I mean, is everyone else?
I mean, if you're just talking like in a normal voice, Cree, give me a
I'm
perception
not gonna
check.
hear a damn thing. But I'm also, I don't think, even if I ran through, I wasn't gonna be able to make it there.
If they see, no, God damn
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, so Cree couldn't hear you. I mean, because you got to think too, he's 50, 60 feet away. I'm probably from that. So, I mean, the only way that you were going to be able to communicate is if you were to yell.
Even so, it just feels meta.
So, but yeah, so you have him charmed. You communicated to Task to grab him. So, Kit, your turn.
Is it a verbal and movement to cast that? Or is it just verbal?
Is verbal somatic?
So you would have moved your hands in a certain way.
Sure.
Okay.
You
Alright.
might have recognized it.
I would have
Yeah,
recognized it, yeah, but I wasn't there.
140 feet
So,
away.
yeah. And Kree might not have seen it.
well, no,
But
like,
the
because
light-
I was gonna say you should have your other hands to like put up like a stop, but if it's somatic too, you just blatantly fucking didn't.
Yeah.
You just blatantly can't. So, all right. So with keen sense,
He might have seen him
you
stop.
wiggle around. Yeah, him just stop.
Yeah,
Dirt.
exactly.
Mid fucking run. Dirt. I'm retarded.
I mean, even so, Kree would have saw him stop and us in between both. You know.
Well, he can't see Tass from where he's at. There's buildings and tents. In the
Would
way.
I be able to know where they are since I heard the billow
You
and
would have
the
been
keen
able to
sense
probably pick up on the bellow
and the
sound,
keen? Okay,
but
and the keen
that's about it.
line.
You know it's to your right somewhere,
Okay,
but I
so
mean
my
you're in
phone-
a cavernous city, so
Yeah.
so you know it's to your right, and that's
I'm
honestly
gonna
about it.
assume everyone's just gonna look over that way now that we have a bellowing crazy person.
Yeah, I mean basically everybody shopping has stopped, and they're kind of like looking for, because it wasn't the dragon, it wasn't a hill giant sound that they heard, it was something totally different.
Grade A American beef.
Okay. That's
All right.
technically 50 feet.
Yep. Is that 50?
Yeah.
So I have what, 2, 3 more?
Well, no, you were here.
Yeah, I thought it would be
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're at 8. You moved 80 feet to where your token is right now.
yeah. So it's 50 feet. Yeah. No, I was doing the math. I had to like figure
Yeah.
out the math to figure out how far he was. Okay.
So yeah, so he's whatchamacallit, 50 feet in front of you. Hello, that line. Oh, pardon me.
Okay, and I see Gale doing whatever.
You see Gale, Droki, and Tast at this point.
Gale being
Okay.
Gale.
Yep.
And I'm gonna try without anyone noticing. Shift back into person.
Oh, people are gonna know. Well,
I'm assuming that they're gonna have a disadvantage since somebody just screamed.
I will give you give me stealth with advantage, and I'm gonna roll disadvantage.
I prefer roared. Thank you.
Violently.
Screamed.
So I get to roll 2 and take the
And
biggest.
highest one.
Okay, 24. The other
Okay.
one was a 4.
Okay. So none of the patrons notice you, but both Rosewood and Taggart notice you shift back out of cat form.
Can I wave at them?
Sure.
An instigator. I'm gonna
Yeah,
instigate the fuck out of these guards. I'm sorry. I'm terrible.
Don't worry, we're about to make one of them lieutenant.
Well, okay, there you go.
Okay.
That's it. That's it for me. I can't do anything else.
Okay. So in that,
All my bonus. Get the hell out of there. All of my bonus actions would cause damage or fear or all sorts of not wanting to do.
Rosewood would be right there. All right. Rosewood did his action like dash and everything like that, so he's right there, and he's like, "Oh my god, you guys got him," and that's about it. But he's also looking around because he's freaked out of what kind of response this bellow is going to bring.
Bellows.
The bellow,
roar.
the
roar.
screaming that just
Oh.
happened. The manly screaming that did nothing.
The man.
but that's their turn. Okay, so I'm assuming that I get a chance to roll at this charm again at the end of my turn.
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
It's like a duration of an hour. I know that for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't think you get to roll against it unless you get hit or something.
no,
Yeah,
unless
it
somebody
doesn't
breaks
say.
it. It's
Yeah,
just
okay.
like a hold person. If I would have held, as long as nobody damages it, they would have been stuck there for like an hour.
Okay. Yep. So yeah, he does nothing.
He goes, burp.
So that would be Kree, your turn.
Good job, folks. Let's go take the lead.
Okay.
I'm going to look to see if we have any kind of
Fight for people.
to tie him up.
How much movement was it for you to get to there? And what's your regular movement?
30.
All right, so you would have had to dash to get there, so you can't take an action at that moment.
You know, I can tell everybody we need to tie him up.
That's fine. If you want to grab rope out of your bag, if people don't have it, that's fine.
I have manacles.
Okay.
I'll do.
So you could grab those out and go from there.
Still in combat?
Well, we're turn order, so I got the manacles and I'm holding them. I got 2 pairs, so let's or no, they're 2 pounds. I got 1 pair. Should probably do his feet and task. You should carry him.
All right, Task, your turn.
So, are we going by a harmful action being any action that does damage to him? Or
Probably.
does an action that replaces an attack count as harmful?
I would say it depends on that action.
So in this case, grapple replaces an attack but doesn't do any damage.
Right, you could do that.
And
Or I
not-
mean, he's not moving, so you could grapple him, so you could
I feel like
restrain him that way, or you could put the manacles on.
Yeah, if you put the manacles on him, it's not harmful. You're not actually causing him damage or harm.
I mean, you could make a sleight of hand. I mean,
If you
So-
want.
The issue
what do you
issue
wanna
is
do?
more at hand. The issue is he can still run with manacles on.
That's why I say his legs.
That's
and you
why,
carry.
yeah, you just like hog tie him and then stick him to like a stick and then just carry him like a backpack.
Well, that's why I'm trying to figure out if I want
like,
to
it's still not harmful.
if I want
Star
to
Wars.
grapple him right now so that we can get the manacles on him and then
He
just
is
carry
charmed
him.
for an hour. He's gonna
Yeah,
stand
my
there for
nice
like an
hug.
hour.
Give him a nice hug, Task. We're friends.
Okay. Past
Yeah, that
will.
works.
Past will. Very strongly hug him.
okay,
Oh Jesus!
give me a straight. I guess what is an athletics?
Athletics,
I mean,
yeah.
he's not
Yeah,
going to
give me
resist.
Because so I attempted to do damage to him last turn, so I am still raging, except it'll
Yeah.
drop this turn because I'm not attacked. Well, I'm grappling, kind of, which
Rage
replaces an attack. I don't know. We'll discuss that in a second. There's a kitty cat in my dice box. Come on, dude. I have to hug our friend.
Rage hug.
Oh, he's fighting. Alright, I grappled the cat, so now I can roll for grapple. Wow. I rolled a 4 and a 7. So
Okay.
15 is my grapple.
All right, so you're able to get him. Basically,
Friend.
I was just gonna do, and I made sure I kept my mouth shut so I didn't jinx you. But if you would have rolled a natural 1, your ass would have grabbed him too hard.
That would have been revenge for you killing that guy in the city.
That old man.
Yeah, the old man that you punched and just
The old man with
killed with a
I
single
hit him
punch.
for like 7 points.
He had no health.
It was so rude.
That always
We do
all
realize
all
that,
the
you know,
brothers,
the
all the
joke-
brothers are this. All the brothers are these massive beasts, and then this old brother just had like 4 hit points.
like a house cat can typically kill some people, right?
Technically, you can trip over
That's
house.
that's the beauty
Yeah,
of
yeah.
that's the beauty of Dungeons and Dragons. Everything with a stat block is dangerous.
Okay, so you have him grappled in your hands. So, let me do something here. Gale, high or low?
Hi.
Sure, I'll do it in here so you guys can see.
Hmm. What does this mean?
That's why I love calling for the high roll-o, because until there's context behind it, what does it even mean? Are you trying to guess the number? Are you trying to guess not the number? Nobody knows.
Out of the corner of your eye, you see a crossbow bolt.
No, don't Camino dart him. Bullshit.
Oh no!
Comes and hits Droki in the shoulder.
Oh,
It doesn't hit that guard. Come on now.
dang!
At least it's in the shoulder.
How do they
Triangle
miss the
frag.
How do they miss the giant minotaur that's hugging him?
Did I see it since I'm standing here? I almost got a straight angle at it.
Because it came from this direction.
Did I
Um,
see who could have done that?
Roll a
Eldef
perception
killed
check.
him.
Edith.
It's Edith. That's right. It's Edith.
Eat it all along.
See, I told you.
Oh,
I
Jesus,
in my heart
21?
in my heart of hearts, I hope that it is actually Eldef who just reappeared to kill this guy.
So no, I mean there's
Entertainment
enough people around that you
officer.
really couldn't tell where it came from. I mean, well, you know the direction that you saw the bolt fly, but you didn't see who shot it. So Droki takes the damage.
Uh-huh.
Charm person drops.
Well, we still got him.
But it wasn't one of his companions.
He took damage. It doesn't matter.
Damn it.
Let's see here.
No, I don't know about that, boss man.
Until
It
you or
specifically
your
says
companions do
you
anything
or your
harmful to it.
companions.
He would fight for us.
He
Until
would-
He still
by
sees
us.
us as friendly. He might not see the other
Yeah.
guys as friendly. Though, it's your table, boss.
Yeah, I assumed like it was an assassination arrow. You could if you wanted.
Yeah, like, is he even gonna? Let's ask the real question here: is he gonna survive this crossbow bolt in the first place,
Yeah.
or did he
I-
legit just get Camino darted?
I mean, it's okay if you want it to be that way. I mean,
No, he takes damage from it.
hey,
Let's see here.
I mean, it's a good story if you want it.
They're dead or alive, the captain said.
No, I mean, yeah, I mean, it is dead or alive for that, but yeah, you can see that it does wake him from his charm, but he cannot move, so he's stuck there. I mean, you got he is surrounded because you got basically on people on all 4 sides of it.
Okay. I guess I.
Just grab
So
the
it's
rope out
your-
of my bag and tie him to me.
So it's your turn, Gale. He is grappled still. He can't.
Shit. Well, I saw the direction the arrow hit him.
Yeah, you see a few people, Miller, and there's more people than what I have down here.
Lupido and Hemeth are no longer our companions. I just want that for the record.
Okay.
Good.
They're not really here.
I don't know. I don't want no funky, or Lupido, some secret agents and shit. Okay.
Okay.
Shit. Think here. I mean, we don't really need this guy alive.
You don't?
That's valid.
I mean,
But to interrogate him, it would
Phil,
be better
he has
if the thing is
information.
live.
There's still an entire army of guards who are potentially corrupt, and it'd be nice if the captain could get a little info on what's going on there.
Yeah, that's true. Like, clearly, this means that
A dead person can't talk.
the conspiracy is bigger than we thought, right? So
I mean,
I guess
I say that, but the real issue here is now we have to do fucking, what is that Bruce Willis movie, 18 Blocks or whatever it is, where all the cops are trying to kill his target?
I don't know that one. I'm surprised I don't know that one.
We have to carry this guy through town somehow without him being eliminated by his
21
conspirators.
blocks or something. I think it's 21.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw it once. It was really bad.
I saw it once too.
No, you're about to live it. You're about to be in it right now.
Is where the hell's our police boys?
One's right by you. He said that you got him. And Taggart's.
And he wasn't the one that shot him.
No.
Like, we just know it came in the general facility of randomness.
I mean, it kind of came from that side of the map. But it wasn't him that shot him.
Alright, well, I'll just tell those two, help us get them the hell out of here. And then I'll just, I guess I'll go south and, like, look for where the shot came from.
You're not doing anything else?
What else would I do? Heal him? I could do that. How much damage did he take?
He took 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Kree's standing there with manacles in his hands. He is still grappled. Granted, he's moving, like his legs are kicking now.
Oh, Tessa's got this.
Okay.
Nothing I could do to restrain him.
Alrighty.
And I
So,
mean, he's charmed by me, so I'm just like...
No, charm dropped.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's...
We are all his enemies now.
Let's see. I'm going to use my action to use guidance on task.
Okay.
Ability check of his choice.
Okay.
And then I'm going to bonus action heal this retard.
Okay. For how many?
Let's see. Just going to do first level, I think. No, wait. Is Kieran second level?
Guidance
No.
is a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to
Yeah,
use
okay.
this. So 5 points of HPs to him.
Okay. Alright, so he only has 2 points of damage. Okay.
Use my movement to head south, I suppose. 1, 2, 3. I guess I'll stop there.
Okay. Yeah, you can only move 30 feet, so 3 squares. Alright, Kit, your turn.
Okay. and we know that it came where Gale is. Like, I kind of know that it's that way.
Roughly,
Ish?
yeah.
Roughly. Okay. 10. What is beyond in front of me? So the guard is right here.
Yeah, there's a guard.
Right.
Guard there.
Okay.
Test. Cree. There's
Okay.
some tents right in here. There's just a little gap right in front of you, though. And then this is another little alleyway over here.
Oh, easy.
um. Okay. I'm gonna create straight chaos.
What now?
I'm creating chaos.
What now?
Well, we knew that.
I'm...
We knew that, but we want to know what you're doing right now.
Right now, I am going to conjure High Gale somewhere around there in that area. A giant hydra.
What?
Jesus. What?
What's wrong with you?
I'm hoping, because the other option is a wall of water, and I'm afraid I'm going to kill the tents. So I just want the.
Conjured giant beast.
Yeah, it's like
in the middle of a bazaar.
either I create straight chaos in the other direction, or to try to figure out who's shooting him, or I create a whole wall to defend us, where I could potentially destroy things and people's stuff. And that was looked frowned upon when I destroyed, you know?
It
Well,
is what it is.
distraction.
Judgment Day was inevitable. The more we try and stop fighting chaos, the more we get chaos.
So it's like create chaos over there while our chaos pursues, and then whoever's still staring at us trying to shoot him or us or save him, like it should be kind of.
You cannot.
Can I do a? I can do a rhino though.
Yeah, yeah, you should be able to do a rhino, but a hydra you wouldn't be able to do. The challenge rating's too high.
Is it? Okay. I
It's
thought it
an
was a
8.
1.
No,
Oh.
it's a challenge rating
Which
8.
one? Which hydra is a?
Kaiju.
Oh, okay. I thought there was a baby version of the hydra.
Yeah,
Probably
a
not.
snake.
A snake.
A snake.
A giant snake.
You conjure a snake.
You actually could probably do giant constrictor like I did, didn't I?
Yeah,
Well,
giant
my
constrictor 8,
options were-
rhinoceros.
My options, like, you know, what's the biggest, most retardedest thing I could summon?
Oh, I think they're going to be pretty surprised seeing a rhinoceros.
Oh no, I didn't even do giant constrictor yet. I did Roctopus instead.
You can do a giant constrictor. It's a DC2 or a CR2.
No, you did the
I
snake, Jason.
Oh, okay. I can do a constrictor.
All right.
Yep.
Then.
So which one are you doing?
My. I'll do a rhino. I fought with it a couple times and I'm like, water wall would have destroyed stuff. Rhino is just gonna be like, look at this, guys.
You think summoning a rhino in a cave system underground in the dark, you don't think he's going to destroy things too? I see
Well,
about
that's true
one way
too.
this is gonna shake down.
This is what
Well,
Druids do.
unless you will let me shape the wall where I do not destroy people's huts. Those are my two choices.
What's the wording on the spell?
You make a wall up from 30 feet up to 10, or no, 30 long to 10 high, 1 foot thick. You can make this range 20 feet in diameter or 40 feet tall, so I get to play with 40 feet, or 40, like, up, across-ish, and then 1 foot thick. In space, visual will end. Yeah, so
I mean, it doesn't sound effective. It's just going to be a wall.
it's just gonna be a wall. It's gonna make everyone's tent wet, and I was afraid that if you did it right, if I do the wall too thick, it could actually potentially damage people or kill people in the tents. Okay, so how big is the thickness between the two tents that guard's in?
That would be 10 feet of space in between those.
There's 10 feet of space in between those?
Yep.
And there's just a guard there?
Yep.
The
You want to do the wall instead of the rhino?
Yep, that guard's getting wet.
Okay.
So, yep, I'm doing a wall then, because I don't want it to destroy anyone's stuff. So there's a wall between.
It's a big area. There's space.
Yeah, it's a big area. So.
Okay, so you're casting a wall of water.
Wall of water.
Maywall.
Yep. It'll mean range attacks that enters has a disadvantage of attacking, and fire damage is halved when it goes through the wall.
So it wouldn't hit that guard if there's a 10-foot opening through there.
Yeah.
So I could potentially put it where it's stopping arrow. I just kind of want to. Yeah, I just kind of want to block the arrows from the direction that I saw the arrows, and the direction of him, I guess, without destroying shit.
Okay, that works.
Can I do that? It's some people are like it's a wall and it just goes you don't get to kind of angle it. So.
Oh yeah, no, I mean you could position the wall what's
Okay.
It's 10 foot by what?
It's 30 foot long by 10 feet high and 1 foot thick. 1 foot thick. So in potential, I can miss the guard. Or I could just get him wet. If I wanted to. Or I can make a 20-foot wall in diameter and a 20-foot high.
Like essentially like that, where that spot is, like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of, yeah, but I would make it long instead of that one.
Well, it just not picking up on that.
You know, you can actually customize the length of the wall. It says up to 30 feet long.
Oh, okay. I do a wall from where the arrow came from and somewhere in between the dude. So, yeah.
Right.
And
It's
it
essentially
appears
like that. So. It's just highlighting the squares that it's on, so yeah.
That's okay, as long as you understand what I was trying I'm trying to do with this wall.
Okay.
I'm basically trying to stop any more arrows from hitting him.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. So your turn, Rose.
And any spells or anything that passes through, they get water cold damage too. That's kind of cool. And if anyone tries to pass through it, they get frozen.
Rosewood
handy.
manages to take out manacles and actually put him on Droki's legs. Okay, that's his turn. Oops. Taggart is going to move there around your little wall and stand in front of Droki there, but that's all of his movement and stuff. Droki's turn.
Did you use any movement kit?
Mm-mm.
Get behind your own wall.
Okay.
It's concentration.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Does
I'm assuming
manacles give him disadvantage on escaping a grapple?
Say again?
Is it the manacles? Does that give him disadvantage on escaping, or does that give us advantage on keeping him?
Well, the manacles are on his feet. You still have him grappled, so
Right.
I'm just checking something here.
I can look it up. I didn't know if someone knew offhand.
I would say, I mean,
if he tries to struggle,
I
like,
think
he
if
can't go very
his
far.
arms are technically grappled, so he could try to push or pull with his arms. That's not going to help him, or that's not going to hinder him pretty much with the getting out of the grapple. Getting away is another story when his legs are grappled.
It doesn't matter if he breaks your grapple. He's fucking tied by the legs. A worm out of there. He's gonna hop.
He turns into a snake and just slithers.
Knows with this guy.
I see Droki's hands start to move, even under the grapple, and you see his mouth start to, like, he starts mumbling something. I need Kit, Test, and Kree all to make wisdom saving throws.
16.
Why don't you give me his
27.
Okay. Test?
Yeah, 27.
Yeah. I got it. Test, what did you get?
19.
19? Okay. You guys all resist his sphere spell.
You're a very tricky boy.
And that is his turn. So we are at...
You're not raging anymore, are you?
No,
Okay.
I didn't attempt to do damage last turn, so.
Kree, your turn.
Put the
his
manacles
mouth.
on his hand, and I will stuff a rag in his mouth.
Okay.
This guy, he's gonna come in. He's gonna like with a bag over his head, bunch of shit in his mouth. He's
All
not
right,
gonna
well-
be able to fucking.
I mean, if we have a bag, I'm
Well,
not against that idea.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to get the manacles on his hands. I would say you wouldn't be able to do both. Do the thing for that. So that's his turn. Test. You have a fully manacled Droki in your arms. What would you like to do?
Tass is going to look. Is it Rosewood or Taggart that is nearby? The one that was astonished that we caught him.
Rosewood was the first one there that he was astonished that you guys got him, and Taggart's right in front of you on the opposite side of when you're
Tass.
looking straight out.
Tass is going to grunt and in a low kind of voice say, "No, you caught him. But right now it's more important that we get him somewhere safe, or the conspirators that he's working with will never be discovered." And we're gonna start trying to move, I guess. So I can
let
only
me
move at
switch
half
back.
speed because of that. But can I still take a dash and move half of my dash?
Yeah, I mean,
If I'm
he's
not
a pretty small character
doing
compared
anything
to you.
else
I'm gonna
without
switch to
risking the
I mean, you guys don't have
overworld
to
map.
Yeah. So you guys are actually now here because you were on that side of the bazaar, and the hold. You guys can actually get to an entrance of the hold over here. So, walking with. So, for the sake of brevity,
Yes, Matt Person.
I would say, because I'm just double checking to see if he has, the little tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah.
oh, we're corking him after that. Too. Boy, like,
I don't want to pull down his pants.
Whoa.
oh God, what are you? Why are you like that? That's not what I meant.
Wait,
The rag's already going in the
So-
mouth. What else did you mean?
All right, so you guys are. Yeah, he doesn't. There's nothing else that he can really do. So, are you guys just taking him straight there, or
Yes.
okay?
It got kinky fast.
So you guys take him to over Lake Hold.
I want his dimension door. Like, I want that. Teleport dimension door bullshit? Yeah, I want that.
Well,
He's tricky. And I
He might
kind of
be
want to strip him.
rogue.
I want to try to strip him because, weasel his way through, like, the sky.
Are you really going to try to search
No.
him while Tess carried him?
No,
Okay.
because I'm afraid to.
wait.
I don't want any dangly bits in my face.
Let's get
No,
hot.
I will search him to see what he
Yeah.
So you're going to search him while Tess is
Search where?
okay.
Like, not his nonies, like,
This
like,
is-
We
what do
can
you
search. We
think?
can search him at the hold.
No,
No,
because,
there's gonna be
no,
too many-
because then we can't steal his shit.
As we go, I will search him.
He's gonna.
People are getting
This
too
is
greedy.
mine. This
Getting
is
greedy.
mine. This is
Give
mine.
me-
I just want the dimension door, so that's what I want to. try to
Kree,
find.
give me sleight of hand. At disadvantage. Okay, so 13. All right. In his bag, you find some documents that you can't read. Couple little trinkets, but nothing that seems of value.
Alright, we're on the way to the hold, or
Alright,
have we gotten
yeah.
there yet?
Leave the trinkets, take the document.
Okay. And at this point, you see Taggart and Rosewood like, hey, just we'll take care of all that when we get him into the hold.
I agree.
Okay.
No, trust these two.
So,
Hey, Cree, would you like this undisturbed real quick?
and
And I ask him very seriously.
and Rosewood and Taggart look at you like, what do you mean undisturbed? And they're like just kind of
Well-
like shepherding everybody on to keep moving towards the hole.
I have a rhino that's in my pocket.
And at this point, they look at you. They're like, we've told you that you really don't want to be doing stuff.
But I want a rhino.
That's fine if you want a rhino. Then we see a rhino, then we know who to come to, and we know who to put in jail.
You're welcome.
Pass yells out, "I will turn this car around."
All right. So you guys get to the hold.
Alright. Although I wish Kit packed Fog Cloud or me. But oh well.
No, I only have gaseous form. I could be obnoxious.
Actually, you're out of thirds, I think.
I mean, as much as
Just for posterity, did you say
Me? No.
noxious or obnoxious?
as
No, I
much
have
as
one more.
wa-
I have
as
one
much
more.
as I suspect these two, it would probably be more beneficial for us to just play ball at this point.
Yeah, we're walking in towards the hole. We're not stopping.
I was just gonna hold them for a little bit so he could, find stuff.
I grabbed the documents. I mean, shit.
We don't want to piss him off.
So you guys
don't like me. I turn
enter the
into-
hold, and Taggart and Rosewood are like, "Go get the captain." And
Go suck my dick.
one of the guards there is like, "You go get the captain." And Taggart's like raises his voice, is like, "Get off your ass now and go get the captain." And then you kind of see the guy like just tremble a little bit, and he gets up and runs from the desk that he was at, and goes to go back into the back of the hold. Captain Erd returns shortly thereafter, and she's like, "Holy shit, you actually did it."
Pass says that
And-
Taggart and Rosewood captured him. We're just delivering him for him.
No, they didn't. They
And-
took the paper bag.
And she looks to Rosewood, and she's like, "Is this true?" And Rosewood's like, "Yeah." And then Taggart's like, and he's like,
The hell?
"No, they captured him." And we were following. He goes, "Technically, I did put the manacles on his feet." But,
I touched him with something.
but the Minotaur was holding him at that point in time. And so Erd's like, "Okay, thank you. So she's like, "Would you please put him in this cell?" And she like takes a cell, and like you see, it's kind of a little bit weird. Like it's got some runes carved into it.
I'm hoping so. I was gonna get worried if it wasn't looking weird.
Did Krish still have the documents he found?
Why?
I'm
you
assuming
like
that
this?
he's asking that out of character.
Yeah, of course.
Well, we don't know. We didn't really decide what happened after they said, no, we'll take care of that after we get in there.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, I would say that
take
Kree
it away.
has the documents. He said he dropped the trinkets, or you left the trinkets in the bag. So they didn't ask for the documents back, but they didn't want you to keep going through possessions as well.
I put them back. I put the trinkets back.
So
Okay.
I just asked the guard as we put him in there if I could have my manacles back, please.
okay. So they're like, "Well, give us a few. We might have to return them to you later because we want to make sure that we're going in there and we can get this all taken care of."
He needs them for his kinky time. Why are you taking this away from him?
I'm sure there's another pair of manacles in this building, and we'll be okay.
Or if not, there'll be another pair at the bazaar.
Why are they fuzzy?
Why are these fuzzy?
Oh, that's the other ones in my bag. I didn't break them out.
Tass will
Wrong.
take him and deposit him into the special cell as requested by Erd.
So,
Has the weapons on.
But when he comes
When-
back and he's looking at Erd, he's got a big grin on his face.
so they'll offer you a replacement sets of manacles unless you're really tied to those that would go for. So, all right. So you get two sets of manacles back that you can put back in your inventory. But
I got two. It's so good.
With the side of her.
so she asked you to find Droki, which you successfully did. She does because of that, she said that she'll hold up her end of the bargain and try to arrange safe passage for you guys out of the city. Just need to let her know when you're ready to leave.
Fair.
She asked if you're gonna still go, and at this point in time, she's kind of shoot everybody away. Rosebud and Taggart are kind of doing some paperwork over at their spot.
Doing dwarven paperwork.
Yeah, doing the dwarven paperwork, and
They have a lot.
she's like, "Are you still gonna help search for corruption in the city?" There was something else.
No, it's just those two things. From her.
Tass will
There's
nod.
three.
Tell her we still have some business. Our presence has been requested by some folks. We don't want to keep them.
Oh, for every 3 events of corruption, she promises to outfit with you. So Droki she promised you safe passage out of the city if you could find Droki.
Oh wait, there was corruption. What was that corruption? It was something silly. Oh my god.
Well, it's a little mysterious that while this guy was running around the bazaar, there weren't any guards.
Oh
Tass
yeah.
will point out.
She's like,
Yeah.
"Well, I told you that he was
No,
avoiding
yeah,
patrols."
There's no angle to his comment. He was just reinforcing her
So
suspicion.
we'll let her know the time. That way she can check to see if there was anybody supposed to be there.
All of you give me a history check.
Oh boy, I rolled a 4, which gives me a whopping
13.
5. I am history. I don't do history.
Oh lord. 18. Modified. It was 17. I only have a 1. History is not my forte, apparently.
Okay.
Is it anybody's on our team?
I don't think so. Int is not my stat. It's like int and strength are my stats that I go wiggle,
Right.
wiggle, wiggle.
Why did you roll twice?
Because I clicked the wrong one.
Okay, because the log shows 2 history rolls.
Oh, okay.
But Gail, what'd you roll history wise? Gail, you there?
Yeah. 19.
Okay. All right. You would recall while she mentions corruption that you had him charmed, and someone shot him.
Oh yeah. How did I forget that? I almost got stuck with an arrow.
That too.
And she's like, "Really?" And you explained to her that you were in the bazaar. You had him charmed, so he was not running, he was not fleeing. Taft had
When she
grappled him at that
says-
point.
Really? I want to inside check her reaction.
Well, go ahead. I mean, go ahead and roll it.
Okay. That's pretty good. 21.
Yeah. I mean, she's generally like you get from her
Is she
really
surprised?
she's surprised that it was so blatantly obvious that in the busy bazaar, when because you guys explained to her like you had him charmed, he was in tasked arm, Roseward and
Lovingly
Taggart were
being
right
caressed.
there, that someone shot in that environment.
I'll also tell about the giant.
She's like, yeah, I heard about that. Crazy business, that. Thank you, though. Thank you for your help in that one as well. But she goes, you guys have seemed very helpful in this thing. Maybe you can help root out some other stuff. So, I mean, if you're going to be here for a little bit and you want to help out with the corruption, then, the offer still stands of outfitting you guys with gear. Or otherwise, I just need the badges back if our business is done.
No, well, no sense not helping further.
Okay.
We're gonna be around for a few days.
No promises, but if we run into something, we will help.
Absolutely.
So we'll keep matches for now.
And you see like she's oh, excuse me for a second, and then she walks over to Roseward and Taggart, and she's like they're whispering to her and like talking to her and stuff, or it's more Taggart, not really Rosewood. And you see she like glances back a couple times, glances back, and comes back over, and she's like, okay. She's like, well, she goes again, thank you for the help, appreciate it. We understand that you have some unusual methods at your fingertips, but please refrain from changing into creatures within the city,
I don't know what you're talking about.
because
Ew.
I can't guarantee your safety with that. The badges will protect you, but if you can't flash a badge, more than likely there's a chance that you're going to be tried to be killed. Animals, as you've probably noticed, aren't seen here. So most times of that, it's either because anything that wanders in the city, they become food, or they're killed for a trophy. So just please keep that in mind. I do appreciate the abilities and stuff, but
I point
might
to
want
my
to
cat ears. Thanks for the advice.
oh, it's a little different. We've seen a few tabaxi roll through here. They're not common, but a tabaxi is a little bit different than, say, a wolf or a cat.
Task
We
will
had,
nod and say we
Hey,
understand the
Nobody
the
saw my cat,
circumstances
so
here.
I'm okay.
Ma'am, we have proven our trust, yes?
Yes, you've proven your trust to me. She goes,
Okay.
and I can pass the word through the guard, but like we talked about, there's some issues there. But there's other military operations within the city that I do not control, and I don't control every single little citizen. A citizen sees a cat or a wolf, they might think, hey, that's going to taste really damn good on my dinner table tonight.
Oh, Cass interrupts and begins fumbling in his bag, saying, "Here, it's 2 biscuits."
We thank you for the concern, ma'am, but we can take care of ourselves. Having said that, do we
She's
really
like, well,
need?
let me put it a different way then. She goes, if you continue to change into beast, I'm probably going to have my hands forced by the Deep King to arrest you.
Okay, understood. Now, as far as these two,
Tucker.
and I look over at Taggart and Rosewood, do we really need babysitters at this point? We have proven our trust, yes.
They're not there for you, per se. They're there to make sure that you don't get hindered.
Plus, yeah, more targets for the bad guys to shoot at.
She goes, I'll admit that they were there first to see that you're on the up, but obviously you've proven that within the one day that you've been here. But they're there to make sure that within my scope of the region and law, that you do not get hindered from doing your
Oh, okay. So does that mean they will do it when we ask them?
work. No.
Just
And you kind of hear
know
Rosewood
if
pop up like, "I'll help out," and then Taggart hits him. But yeah, but
I
no,
make
she goes.
definitely note of that reaction.
You gathered from the interaction that
Gale eternally rubs
Rosewood is liking the action, and Taggart's the old, hey, we're gonna follow the book, we're gonna do the,
That dude's like 2 days from retirement, so like it doesn't surprise me at all.
Too old for this shit.
EC's got some plaid pants underneath his armor. He's balding a little bit. So, but yeah, she does thank you for that. She's like, and she goes, let me know when you're ready to leave the city. I'll arrange for passage to get out of the city safely.
Thanks.
We
We
said
would
it.
then too, but we would be in contact.
But cool. But yeah, other than that, your business at the hold is done. And I think at this point we will call it for the evening. But I screwed that whole thing up.
What?
Because you guys were supposed to be rolling a different thing to be able to find him. And I was letting you roll perception to see him, and you were supposed to be rolling percentile dice to see him. And he actually should have gotten away. But you guys you did the right shit.
Well, you made it tough.
Well, no, I mean he has a +5 to his stealth, and I kept rolling natural 20s, or I roll a 19, and you guys would be just underneath it. I mean, the only time that was beat was with kids, but since she didn't roll a natural 20, he did. I gave her the notice, and so she had an idea of where, but just not locked in. So, but yeah.
Hey, you're the DM. If you didn't want us to catch him, then just make up a reason.
Well, no, I tried. That's why he got shot with a crossbow.
Like I said, you
Yeah, that
could
was kind of.
have assassinated there if you wanted.
But I wasn't going to give him abilities that he didn't have, But I mean, he has a lot of bullshit. So we'll find some other way to involve his encounter.
Oh, I'm sure that these lovely guards can do such an amazing job keeping him under wraps that he doesn't have anything that can help get him out.
Well, you can
That's
see.
why I wanted to strip him, but
Yeah, yeah. There was just the way that it all went down. You guys didn't really get a chance to do that.
Hey, we got some documents to read over.
You do.
See what happens.
Yeah.
He was a means to an end. I wanted less pressure on us from the guards. We got that.
Yeah.
As long as we don't, destroy half a town on accident.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
we've got less pressure from some guards and more pressure from other guards. So
I
6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
It out. I thought, kind of that the rhino would be more.
A bull in a china shop.
I'm glad you switched to the rhino, because the rhino would not have been good.
Yeah, I thought the water was gonna destroy more than the rhino. Like, I tried to weigh it out.
But yeah.
But there's some people that let you kind of shape it the way you want, and then there's people that are like, nope, it's just a wall that goes plop. And that's the way Bird Edition was.
Either way, they both worked in that situation. So it was a good thing.
My question at that point is more: does it say it does damage?
If you pass through it, I think it.
Yeah, if you pass through it, it does do damage and it can freeze you.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we're talking about
if I cast it on you or on something, it would cause damage and freeze things.
Yeah, and then please make sure that if you've been casting these spells, that you're marking them off that you've cast your spell slots.
I did.
I haven't refreshed your guys' sheets here lately, but I mean, we're still in one day. I mean, at this point in time, it's probably a little bit past midday. So, Cree, Tast, and Gale have had a very, very busy morning, and you've joined.
I did my 2 wild shapes, and I did 1/3 level spell as the wall.
Okay, cool.
I was
I
gonna
want- I
hold
want-
person.
I
I
was
want
gonna do
all
the
of us
hold
to
person,
pile
but I
into
didn't
a
do
restaurant
that.
and sit at a table and all eat. This motley crew of people all
Well,
having a
because
big
I
feast at a
originally was
table.
gonna do a third level spell to hold the 2 guards, but I didn't do that. I turned into Rand.
That's why I was stingy that last chase and didn't use any.
Yeah.
Those guys are cool.
But yeah,
Cass-
he
Cass-
he
Cass has a
go ahead.
background in fighting for the common folk, so he really feels for poor Roseward and Taggart.
But yeah, he oh, you know what? I should have made him. Oh no, that wouldn't have done anything. Where was it? He has something for opportunity. Yeah, opportunity attacks are disadvantage against him when he tries to leave your space.
Nice.
So, yeah, he's a slippery little fucker, but that's obviously why he's been able to run around the city.
What was his movement speed? My God,
I cannot relay what
it's
that.
fast as fuck.
No, he was probably either
Fast
dimension
like a
mooring,
freak.
teleporting, or something.
So, but yeah, yeah, good little bastard. But yeah, fun time, guys. Fun
Mhm.
time. So,
Yes.
I just think
that
that
went
you've
by
only
quick.
scratched the surface of what can be done in this freaking city.
Yeah, that's why I want us to find a nice restaurant to all pile into and all crowd around a table, like at the end of that Avengers movie.
Yeah, eating some shawarma.
Shawarma. I could probably do
So-
without figuring out what the dwarven equivalent, the Underdark dwarven equivalent of shawarma is.
Probably cat.
What was
Oh no!
which Avengers movie was that?
The first one.
Yeah,
The
it
end.
was the end cutscene.
Yeah, like
If
the
I
third
recall.
cutscene. Yeah,
Oh,
they're all sitting there at the table, all like kind of tired and like just
Literally in the Iron Man suit.
Yeah,
I don't think I ever saw that. Was that one of the extra scenes? Like,
yeah, it's
Yeah.
at the
Yeah,
very,
you
very
had to
end.
wait. You
You
had to
have
wait
Dis-
for like
you've got
the
Disney,
credits
right?
and stuff to go.
yeah,
Yeah, just pull it up on Disney, and you can just fast forward all the way to the end.
okay.
It's probably on YouTube, but that's literally what I want
Yeah,
to
that's
see us
true.
all do next. That's what I in my head canon, that's where we go next.
Yeah, whatchamacallit? I told Chris this because I watched WandaVision's latest episode the other night.
Oh, I haven't
And I
watched it
don't know
yet.
if well, you know, at the end of it, they always show like, hey, since you watched this, you should watch this, and it's Age of Ultron. They always
Yeah.
try to get you to watch next. And so, like, you know what? I was like, I feel like watching something else. So I was like, I'm gonna watch all the Marvel movies again, like in order, like chronological order that they
Oh
happen.
God.
So
Yeah.
I started with Captain America: First Avenger, and watched that on Friday night. But
I liked Age of Ultron. I watched just about every week when we finished WandaVision. I end up going and watching Age of Ultron again. I thought that was a good
Yeah.
movie.
yeah, I mean, I've liked them all. So
Even
Um,
Thor 2.
well,
Thor 2 was just so serious.
Ugh,
Yeah.
so bad.
yeah, and then Thor 3. I mean, I think I liked them all. I wasn't over the top for all of them. Everybody loves Thor 3, and I thought, like, to me, that like it sounded like they were trying too hard to be funny. You know, that's how it felt to me. But I mean, it was entertaining. You know, it's blow up shit and everything else or whatever. But um, but yeah. So I figured I was like, yeah, I'll eventually start watching them all again. Do that. But I'm digging WandaVision. So
Yeah. So far, I've really liked it so far. It's unique, and now we're starting to get into kind of the meat of it.
don't say too much because I don't know if other
Yeah,
people
I know.
watched the episodes yet. I know you said you didn't watch the last one.
No, I have to patiently watch the first couple before it gets interesting. This is what I
Yeah.
heard.
Yeah, I'm on 3.
You just have to understand that these are what they are.
Yeah.
It's all leaving somewhere.
So, but yeah, then well, Chris and I, what was it? during I guess Super Bowl they did the commercial for
Yeah.
what's his face
Bird
and
guy and Winter
yeah.
Soldier.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I didn't watch.
Yeah.
I didn't actually watch the game, but I
What?
have so much shit talking to do because all I heard all week was Patrick Mahomes this, Patrick Mahomes that. He's gonna be the greatest quarterback of all time. He's gonna put Tom Brady in his face. I'm like, you guys, it's Tom fucking Brady. You need to stop betting against Tom Brady because Tom Brady is Tom Brady. And guess what? Mahomes didn't even get a touchdown.
Well, Tampa did the same thing they did against the Saints, and they just pressured
Yeah.
Holmes.
I did
Oh.
hear the crazy stat today that this is the first game in Mahomes' career, college or NFL, that he did not throw a touchdown.
So
That's just fucking insane.
you could
Yeah, it
obviously
really
say
is.
that Brady carried the team, but I mean, if it wasn't for Tampa's defense, I mean that they showed up
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, Tampa's defense won that football game,
pretty
but
much.
it's like what Arians was talking about is like Brady led the team in there.
Sure.
So, with everything.
Yeah.
So I
It
mean, 'cause
just
they
it
were
just
even
makes me
talk-
laugh because like I'm so about people getting their comeuppance when they're like, oh, so and so's a relic. He's out of his era. It's done.
No.
Y'all calling Tom Brady out a little early.
I told
Tom-
people if Brady won this, like he is literally not only the greatest quarterback, but probably the best football player of all time.
He's a machine. He's a robot built to play football. Like
Undisputable. Like, I'm sorry if you love or hate him. What do you
Yeah.
accomplish?
there was a funny quote from Arians, and this was like I think even during like the regular season, or maybe right at the start of the playoffs, and it's like, yeah, he goes, a coach would sit there, he goes, with Tom in the building, like a coach would say something like, hey, you got to lift your arms, you got to do it this way, you got to do it this way, and the player would be like, yeah, whatever, coach, yeah, and then Tom would go up like, you got to lift your arms, you got to do it this way, da, da, da. And they're like, okay, yeah, sure, Tom, I'll go ahead and do that.
Nice. I mean, that shows you just how powerful, like, and inspirational, like, having a good quarterback is to a team.
Yeah.
Like, it means a lot more because the team wants to play for Tom Brady.
Yeah, I mean, and it's just got to be, you got to, like, basically, you got to, like, it's one thing to give that rah-rah every week, because I'm pretty sure that almost every quarterback is doing that in their locker room. That they're
Yeah.
giving you, like, hey, we got to win this, we can do this, we're going to win, we're going to win, we're going to win. But unless you consistently go out there in the field and prove that you're going to win, that, it stops having its meaning. You can be the most motivational speaker in the world, but if you're not getting the results, at least at some point, obviously, maybe not, it doesn't translate immediately. But if you're not getting the results eventually from that, people are gonna like, you're just blowing smoke up my ass, and I'm not enjoying it. So, but yeah, it was.
I'm
was a
sure
decent game.
when
I would
Tom
like it to
Brady
be
is in
more
the
competitive.
building, the level of commitment from every person on the team probably goes up. Just
Exactly.
cut.
Yeah.
I mean, and then keep in mind, like, most of these players in their 20s,
Oh yeah. Yeah, he started before most of them were born, or a chunk of them, anyways.
It's like if you suddenly found out your commander in chief was Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's like you got to be a badass now. Like, you got to do it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, gentlemen. Well, it was fun, and lady, sorry. But I'm gonna head out, and I will chat with you all next week.
See some of you on Wednesday and some of you next week.
Yep.
All right. So,
Yep. Later.
Later, folks. And there we have it. The end of Out of the Abyss for this Monday evening. If you're still with us, thank you. We love you. Hope there was something here to keep you laughing and smiling with us. If you couldn't stick around, we love you too. And if you're catching this later, at a later date, thanks for stopping by. We get a lot of fun out of, we try and have as much fun as we can playing these games. And we know there's a lot of you out there who hopefully get some fun out of listening to us make weird decisions, and tell some funny stories. Until next time, we'll see you around.